All right, testing. Okay, I think I'm live. This is King Bucho, not Mr. BDA, as you can see on the screen. Actually, my name it says Bucho, not Mr. BDA. So my plan was to probably do a show at night, but I'll do one right now. So, well, it's gonna be a short one, hopefully. So I got shit to do. But at night I won't be able to do a show. That's how it's gonna work now. Let's see. Carlos Espinal says "Ulululu." All right. Brandon White says, "Yo, what's up, Brandon?" Let's wait till this thing populates. Uh, I was watching what's his official boxing scorecards channel. He was talking about the Canelo Kovalev fight again. I know we would say we would never talk about it again, but man, oh man! I also saw Precise. I didn't see all of Precise's videos, like 2 hours. Saw a lot of it. Kind of get the gist of the argument. Kovalev has never fought like that before. He fought like shit. Let's be honest. Now the reasons why he fought like shit are what's in question here, I guess. The knockout is a separate issue. Some people think it was a fake knockout. Some people say it was a legit knockout. And when I say fake or legit, or I mean that basically Kovalev wasn't really that hurt and he fell and he got counted out. He could have gotten up, but because he faked it, he stayed down and well, you get the point. So Rafalska says the punch placement made it very obvious. All right. Yeah. So that's the whole. Like, listen, we can talk about anything. I don't want to stay on this topic, Kovalev Canelo again. Like I told some people who were in official boxing scorecards channel, I want to make a video analyzing Kovalev against Alvarez, the first fight, the second one, and also look at the yard fight. And we'll look at all the mistakes that Kovalev was making. He was more aggressive in those fights, of course, especially when you're fighting a Yard who's tired by the second round, who's 16-0, and nobody gave a chance to Yard. Well, not enough, none of us on this channel. So to say that Kovalev displayed an amazing IQ against a 16-0 Yard who got tired after 2 rounds, and not only that, Kovalev then gets hurt because he's weak as hell now and he got tired. I don't think it's that impressive. So to start to saying, oh well, Kovalev fought against this way against Yard, but didn't fight this way against Canelo. It's I don't think it's a good argument. And then some people can say, well, Canelo's a little midget. You know, why would you fight like that against a little midget? This guy's on PDs, guys. This guy's. Did you see his like the way he looked? And he was still explosive. Remember, some of us were saying, well, is the weight gonna affect him? He's gonna be slower. He didn't show any of that. He looked like Pacquiao, and let's be honest, a lot of us think that Pacquiao was on PEDs, and so that helps. When you're moving up in weight and you want to maintain speed and even power. And so I see that as an argument as to why Canelo was a danger in that fight and why he was able to knock out a weak ass Kovalev at the end. So let's see what else. What else do we have here in comments? I need to refresh my YouTube on my phone. Here we go. Blues Boxing says, "For the love of God, can we move on? No one can prove it either way." Maybe you're right, but I will make a video analyzing Kovalev against Alvarez, especially the first fight. He looked pretty bad in that fight, and nobody was claiming that Kovalev took a dive, right? It was just, well, he's an alcoholic or he just had a bad night. Not reaching King Bucho, but look at Canela's face right before he knocked out Kovalev. It looked like he was giving him a signal to take the fall. All right, I'm gonna look into that. Didn't see shit, but I'm gonna look into it. But anyways, if indeed if it's true that Kovalev took a dive, then what is the extent of Canelo's uh, power in terms of influencing a boxer and telling him what to do? Could we see this again against Peterbiev or against Bivol? Where does this stop? Pucho will try to prove Canelo versus Kovalev wasn't fixed. No, I'm not gonna try to do that. That's not my. I don't have to prove that. What I'll do is, like I said, I'm going to analyze Kovalev against Alvarez, and then be like, well, see here, Kovalev made a mistake against Alvarez. He should have done this instead. Well, he didn't. You know what I mean? But what does that mean? Kovalev. All right, hold on. Cartel controls boxing right now. The fight's got obsessed with the cartel. Listen, the cartel doesn't control boxing, right? They can't even control. They can fully control the Mexican government. So Beterbiev won't take rehydration clause, and he wouldn't throw weak ass jabs like Kovalev. What if they pay Beterbiev not to throw decent punches? That fight's never gonna happen, I think. What else? So what I was saying? What was I saying? Yeah, official boxing scorecard says salute box. Thank you for being on my stream as well as Butch and the others. Yeah, check out official boxing scorecard's channel. As I was saying, I was there. He was doing a breakdown of the Kovalev Alvarez fight. He was providing us with his arguments as to why he believes the fight was fixed. I don't think it was fixed. I do agree that Kovalev fought like shit. Now, if you want to take it a step further and say that we've never seen this Kovalev before, try to create a better argument, then that's okay. However, I want to look again. I'm going to make a video looking at Kovalev against Alvarez, the first fight, where he also looked like complete shit. And even the second fight, he looked much better. But let's be honest. Also, we have to. There's so many variables. Alvarez. Let's look at Elder Alvarez. This guy, every time Kovalev was like actually being on the offensive and coming forward, fuck man. I mean, Alvarez, you can tell he's on a different level from Canelo. This guy will back up, get off balance. Of course, he's gonna incite somebody to be a little bit more aggressive. We have never seen Kovalev fight like that before. Well, I'm gonna do a video, and we're gonna look at the fights. We're also gonna look at against a Yard, and what Yard was bringing to that fight, what type of dangers Yard was bringing. Because some make it believe as his Yard was like, I mean, this guy was 16-0, getting tired of the 2 rounds. You know, I mean, you make it seem like he was some elite boxer. I mean, come on. Defeating this guy it wasn't require Kovalev to be at his very best and use his full IQ. But like some were saying, like he didn't like against Canelo, he didn't show any IQ or sure, but then again against Yard, what type of IQ was he? Like he displayed more IQ against Yard? Did he need to? We're gonna look into that one. But when I make a video analyzing it, maybe we can get Mr. BDA as well in there. What did Canelo do to earn the KO, Bucho, other than loading up with every punch since Jason Bourne? At that point, Kovalev was weak, maybe a rehydration clause. I mean, I don't know. This guy's been looking weak for a few fights now. He's backing up his hands down. Canelo sensed it. And he landed good shots. Now, again, I'm already thinking about the counter arguments that come out. Well, he could never hurt a guy like he didn't hurt a guy like Jacobs, Cotto, blah blah blah. So therefore, he cannot hurt Kovalev. Well, okay, that's not a. I don't think that's a very good argument. Stay safe in Saudi Arabia, says Unravel Boxing Talking News. Yes, I will be going to Saudi Arabia. You guys are gonna see. Now we have thanks to your donations, we managed to buy new equipment. We're gonna be displaying some of it. What else do we have here? Yards, Fight Scott says Yard was throwing faster, less telegraphed left hooks, and Kovalev was able to. I'm going to look at those left hooks precisely. We're going to look at well, that's what I said. We're going to look at what Yard was throwing, how he was throwing it. We're going to try to look at the whole fight, so you guys can see what Yard was bringing to the table. Okay, we're going to slow motion it, and we're going to analyze dissect the whole thing. All right. Blues Boxing says Bucho going home. Yeah, going back to the motherland, Saudi Arabia. People are saying I have lazy eyes. I'm from Saudi Arabia. New listeners are gonna actually start believing all this crap. Come on. Rival says, "Do you have media credentials, Bucho?" Come on, Unrivaled. Of course I do, man. You should have, but yeah. Subash says, "Bucho likes to time travel." Yeah. What do you mean I have time travel? Stephen Lawler says, "Yeah, you should get Eddie Hearn on the channel." Oh, I'm pretty sure he's gonna join this channel and join us, I should say. I'm being sarcastic. Jason Bourne says, "Go look at Fight Film 2 hour video, Lazy Eye Butch." I did, man. Like I said, I didn't look at all of it, but I don't know. To be honest, I'm not very convinced. Actually, let's slow motion Alvarez against Kovalev 1 and 2. Let's also look at Kovalev against Yard. We're gonna take into account also who Kovalev is fighting, what type of skills these opponents are bringing, and we're gonna look at the mistakes that Kovalev is making, and then we're gonna make an assessment of what Kovalev actually his state coming into the Canelo fight. I don't know if it's but his current state, his physical abilities, how well he was been looking compared to before, and how he came into in that Canelo fight. I'm not explaining it properly, I think, but you guys will see later. Jason Board says you watched it and didn't see anything strange. Pucho, I did see it's strange, absolutely. Kovalev looked scared, and I go, well, no, what scared me? What scared? He looked like he was overthinking. Listen, I believe this is like I said, nobody has any fucking concrete proof of what's happening outside the ring or anything. Inside the ring, Buff, what? Let's start with this. What have we seen from Kovalev inside the ring lately? Sure, we can go back when Kovalev was knocking out Nathan Cleverly and stuff like that, but that's too far away. Let's look at recently, all right? Since the Andre Ward second fight, where he started getting weak, even though he was winning that fight, in my opinion, with the jab, he started getting weak, he got stopped. Okay, then he fights Alvarez. First fight, close fight, doesn't look that impressive. I'm gonna break that down later when I make the video. And he gets stopped again. Everybody's saying, well, he's done, he's shot, he's not taking boxing seriously, he's an alcoholic, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what the fuck was happening outside the ring. I'll tell you what I saw inside the ring. Also, the issues with he had issues with his trainer, John David Jackson. Second fight comes in. Kovalev fights much better, also makes some mistakes. He's not the monster everybody keeps saying. Kovalev didn't fight like the monster against Canelo. Well, he hasn't fought like the monster in a while now. And the only fight you can tell me where he saw that glimpses of that Kovalev monster would be the Yard fight. And this is where I have to analyze who the hell was Yard, and what were we saying about Yard before the fight? Were we giving him a chance, right? Were we saying that Kovalev was going to require all of his skills to be there? How can I explain this? Did we expect Kovalev to be? Did we say that Kovalev had to be 110% in that fight to beat a guy like Yard? Of course not. Because we knew what Yard was, what he was, a 16-0 guy, very muscular, who gets tired. He got tired after round 2. Okay. Kovalev has a good jab. He was jabbing his head off. Now you wanted to tell you that Kovalev put on a great performance against Yard? Who the hell was Yard? He was supposed to fight that way against Canelo, but that way he fought Yard. Now here Yard was fainting, Yard was doing these great things. We're gonna watch a video, we're gonna break down that Kovalev Yard fight, slow motion it and all, and see how much Yard was actually bringing to the table. Some people telling his hooks, you're gonna see that Yard hook, man. It's a simple hook. It's like get away from me type of hook, you know. It's not even like a great. Listen, we're gonna watch that fight, all right? Analyze it. All right, well, let's look at the comments. Let's not neglect the people here. Jason, sorry, the Fight Scout says Jason Bourne. Lol, I was right. All right, official boxing scorecard says in order to be safe in Saudi Arabia, he's going to travel with the fake password under the name of Chab Arabian for King Al Puchavi. Yeah, I'm gonna change my name and I'm gonna use the Chab. I don't even know how you know that shit. Doc says he insists on the Kovalev limp jab. Since when does Kovalev have a limp jab? All right, we're gonna look at the Alvarez first fight, and also we're gonna look at what Canelo was like. Listen, you look at Canelo. I don't want to go back to the fight, but maybe I'll show some clips too. I think Kovalev was trying to break. He was trying to look for openings that were never coming, and I think Buddy told Kovalev incorrectly, like to play it safe, to just wait for openings, play with a jab, and then throw the right hand. But those moments never came. And then you can see sometimes Kovalev just throwing the right hand at somebody who's like, well, I have to throw, and he doesn't land shit. But why? But why was he? He wasn't going to get through Canelo's guard. There's only a few instances later on where when Canelo's actually trying to walk him down, he's getting hit. But of course, but I think they expected Canelo to do that from the get go, to start walking forward like that. Canelo started doing that when Kovalev was more on the back foot and he was clearly getting tired. That's when Canelo starts walking forward, and oh yeah, he's gonna some punch is gonna go through the guards. But the distance is different then at that point, right? Hold on, let me just scroll down here. No jabs to the body or chest. Canelo is scary. King Butcher will perform a beheading as traditional welcome back to home, Saudi Arabia. Yeah, guess we're chopping some heads off. I'm joking. All right. Anyways, listen, I don't have any video. I can't show videos right now. I'm in a shitty laptop. I need to buy a new one. So well, maybe I could, but it's gonna probably slow the whole thing down. So I can't show any video footage. So fair enough, right? I'm just probably talking out of my ass. So that's why I'm gonna make a video, and I'm gonna show you. We're gonna analyze Kovalev Alvarez 1, Kovalev Alvarez 2, and Kovalev Yard. Uh, I'm not sure we can do it live. I don't wanna. I don't want any copyright. Uh, how do you call them? Copyright issues. What else happy was saying? Doc said, I've heard Body's game plan. It was to punch with Canelo. Yeah, Canelo wasn't throwing shit. With Canelo everywhere, especially to the body and to deter him from coming in. We didn't see any of that. No, if you look at I don't know. It's after the fight when Kovalev is being interviewed by Max. What's he saying, Max? The guy from the Zone. Anyways, uh, he says what the plan was from Buddy McGirt. Basically, play it safe, use the jab, not to commit to big punches. Mr. Cox says, "Come on, Butcher, the fight was the biggest lie." Sure. I don't know. We completely dismissed Kovalev being dehydrated. We dismissed Canelo PDs. Um, which can play a factor in the fight. I mean, that's a factor when it comes to the knockout. When it comes to the game plan, well, or the execution of the game plan, I guess we gotta blame Buddy McGirt, first of all. Kovalev's state of mind, to me, it hasn't been the same. There's rumors that he was knocked out in sparring. We don't know, but that could explain it. We saw him hurt against Yard. Saw him hurt against Elidier Alvarez. Second fight, he fought much more careful for a reason. Much more, he played it more safer for a reason, and so that could have affected Kovalev's game plan. Jason Bourne says Kovalev didn't look dehydrated. Well, that's why at the end he was tired. Wasn't tired, or I'm confused. So now he's. Do you guys agree that Kovalev was dehydrated? Did he look dehydrated? Did he look tired after actually not even doing that much? Let's hear some what people have to say. Troy Graham says, Ricardo, the past is a past for a reason. Let's discuss upcoming fights. Wilder versus Ortiz, Joshua versus Ruiz. Let the past remain where it belongs, behind you. I have to agree with that. Michael Stott says Kovalev was pretending to be tired. Yeah, probably. Listen, when people tell me stuff, I don't know. I don't know if he's kidding or. But when people say like, well, of course you have to sell a knockout. Sure, but I mean, like we could start saying that for every fight, right? Like, well, of course he's gonna look like. Of course he's gonna get hit to sell that the fact that the fight was fixed. Of course he's gonna, take a knee. Of course he's gonna fight the way he did. I mean, that's that's not proof, man. Show me the receipt or it was no fix. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. Like I'm not. I don't know. These people are confusing me with this type of arguments, though, and jokes and shit. It's like, come on, let's keep it serious. 92 AKU says no, he didn't. He was wrong. He was. Damn, I missed something. No, no, Kovalev didn't look tired. He was winning. Okay. Doc says, nah, Kovalev was tired. That's why he got stopped. He didn't train seriously at all. That's why he also missed weight. He threw the fight, basically. Okay. I don't know if he's joking. The clock says Kovalev looked dry. He also sat taped up for 3 hours because of the UFC fight. Absolute joke. Okay. So see, not everybody agrees. Some people believe that knockout was fake. Other people believe it was real. Other people believe that Kovalev was dehydrated, or say that no, he looked great. He wasn't dehydrated. Other people say he was tired. He wasn't tired. One hitter says Kovalev got KO'd. Stop crying. Listen, another way we can find out what the I mean, let's look at Kovalev. Kovalev's next fight. All right. Let's see how he looks. Let's see who he faces as well. Because if he gets knocked out again or something, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what we're gonna be saying then. Doc says normally Kovalev is 174 at Wayne's. The necklace 160. Yeah, the Wayne may have been fishy. Okay. Just like Canelo on PEDs is fishy. Just like Kovalev. Um, Wait, what are the recent dehydration causes are fishy? Was there one? Wasn't there one? They never really told us if there was one, so that's kind of fishy. Does that lead us to believe that the knockout was fake? Is that proof enough? Is that like I don't know? Is she too far fetched? Leo Ernie Domingo says, "Is this a 9/11 of boxing? Maybe." The clock says, "I think he really got hit by that right hand. I also think he fought completely uncharacteristic. It doesn't make any sense. I can't wrap my mind around it. He fought like shit. I agree. But to say he never fought like that, and then you tell me, well, look at the yard fight. I mean, now I hear people saying that Yard is he. I mean, he wasn't that bad of a fighter. Like they're trying to elevate Yard to this other level in order to use that as an argument, compared with the Canelo fight. But I'm gonna look. We're gonna, as like I said, we need to break down the Yard Kovalev fight, slow motion and all, and also look at Kovalev Alvarez 1, Kovalev Alvarez 2. I think it's only fair that we do that. Let's see what else people are saying here. Jason Bourne says Wilder would kill AJ. Blues Box says at least Kovalev was nice sweetener in his zone deal. Well, the thing about Kovalev was if he won the fight, he would have taken Canelo or to ESPN or something like that, right? But why would you want to keep Kovalev if he loses? Let's see what we're saying. Doc says, "Tell me one fight where he fought like that. Butcher, don't tell me Alvarez too, because that's not the case. He even hurt Eliar late in the. Oh yeah, first fight. Let's look at the first fight. And even the second fight, he didn't look that great. Let's be honest. He didn't look like the same Kovalev you guys keep mentioning, like the pre-war Kovalev. I mean, that guy hasn't showed up in a while. One thing is for sure, says official post scorecard, is a Yard fight. I fought a very smart fight against Kovalev. Plus, I already did a breakdown showing the success Yard had against Kovalev, despite losing most of the rounds. Well, I'm gonna do another one, and I'm gonna look at the Alvarez 1 and Alvarez 2 fight, and look at all the. Well, there's a lot of things that we have to look at in those fights, but we're gonna look at Kovalev, his mistakes. Wait, hold on. We're gonna look at Kovalev's mistakes. We're gonna look at who he was facing. What type of opposition were Alvarez and Yard bringing to the table. Jason Bourne says, let me punch your balls off. One hitter, you will quit. What the hell are you talking about? Nicola Fry says, still believing that Kovalev Canelo was real. Oh my. Yeah. Yeah. You're the guy who thinks that, what was it? Vladimir Klitschko was in fun fights or something? Come on, man. Everybody can disagree or agree with different types of opinions. Kovalev hasn't. Well, fucking shit. All right, let's start bringing some people in this Hangouts. Well, it's not called a Hangouts anymore. It's called a StreamYard. Give me 1 second, people. All right. Anybody can jump in. Well, not anybody. I mean, the regulars, I guess. Let's see. Michael Stott says, can Canelo sweep the light heavy division? No. No. Come on, man. Well, unless he pays his opponents to take dives. See, this is the thing. What is the extent of Canelo's influence when it comes to like people telling people to take dives? Who knows? Doc says, what a dumb fucking comparison. One here says, Kovalev hasn't been a monster since he whooped that chick's ass. He really crushed her. Right? And by the way, people... Anyways. We're getting into more speculations here. Again, let's look at Kovalev yard 1 and 2. Break that down, slow motion. And Kovalev... What did I all this? Jesus Christ. Hold on. Can't really talk with earphones. All right. So we're gonna look at again Kovalev against Yard and Kovalev Alvarez 1 and 2. Break them down, slow motion. See what we find. Troy Graham says tried calling in, said no show scheduled. Oh, Troy, we don't have the phone lines right now. This is just a cheap ass version show in the sense that I'm using StreamYard and I'm doing this through my laptop, so we're not taking any phone calls today. Doc says, Butcher, I agree with you that Kovalev hasn't been the same since the first Ward fight, but he has never fought like this even after that. Scared, limp, jab, no straight punches. Well, something happened. Mr. Coxey says Nopal is happy at least. See, you gotta ignore these guys, these Canelo fans. Like, you guys are thinking about what are the Canelo fans doing? Well, are they celebrating? They're doing this. Who gives a fuck, man? Buck says France losing at home to Moldova. Jesus. That's kind of shitty though. France, with all the players they have. Let's see. What do you guys want to talk about then? If you guys want to move on from this fight. Yo, recognize.
What's up, Bucho?
What up? I'm just doing a quick show. decided to talk a little
Yeah,
bit. Yeah.
I'm only gonna stay on quickly because I know StreamYard always fucking kicks me out, man.
Really, man? Oh yeah, you keep saying that.
I don't I don't know why. It just doesn't work for me.
Well, whatever. You get kicked out, yeah, I don't know. Come back in, man.
So
Anyways.
what are we talking about?
Well, I didn't want to do it again, but I was because I was watching Official Boxing Scorecards channel. He was again like doing a similar video to Precise, where he breaks down the Kovalev Canelo fight and
Uh-huh.
shows like how weird that fight was, which I agree was weird. I agree that Kovalev fought like very uh, played it very safe. I still don't think that it had to do with him getting paid to like take a dive, you know. And so what I told people is that I want to do this, and hopefully we can get you and Mr. BDA precise and whoever wants to. We can watch Kovalev Alvarez 1, Kovalev Alvarez 2, Kovalev Yard, and see like all the mistakes that Kovalev was making. Uh, Also taking into account the type of opposition he was facing and why maybe he was being a little bit more aggressive in those fights. So that's what I would like to do because
Oh, you talking about Leader
yeah,
Alvarez?
yeah, yeah,
Okay, I
exactly.
got you.
Yeah. The one
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
second and the yard fight. Because a lot of people are talking about like, oh well, he didn't do this against. I mean, Kovalev did this against Canelo and didn't do this against Yard. But let's be fucking. I mean, yes, Yard. Come on, this guy's 16-0. Got tired
I
after.
think
Yeah,
the only thing for me that stands out, well, there's a lot of things that stand out in that fight, is that look, I'm not here to try to prove to anybody that it was a fixed fight. Like you got to agree with me. What I look at is Kovalev's intention in the fight. It's like it doesn't match up. In my opinion, it does not match up to a guy who's trying to win a fight. Could he have been drained? You know, I've heard people say, well, maybe it's because he was drained, and I don't want to totally dismiss that because, yeah, sometimes when you're drained, you fight very vulnerable, right? Like you'll fight kind of hesitant, like to preserve yourself, or you feel like you can't take a punch. But in this fight, in particular, I just felt that there was a lot of opportunities where it looked to me that Kovalev's intentions in the fight was to not hurt or to not put anything serious on those punches that will get Canelo's attention. Like after a while, in my opinion, you have to start putting some mustard in that punch because your opponent is going to disrespect you and ultimately knock you out, like Canelo did. Canelo ended up knocking him out. Why? He didn't fear anything that Kovalev was doing at this point. Now, the point is, did he not fear it because he was in on it, right? That kind of thing. Look, I don't think we're going to ever convince each other of that, right? Like, I'm not going to convince somebody that that's probably what it was, or vice versa. But the fact that he went in there and knocked him out, bro, he had no respect for Kovalev. That's the thing.
yeah, because Kovalev
That's
wasn't
what's
throwing any power punches, and
that's what
that's what Body told him, and that's what people here keep saying. People are saying like, oh, Yard did better against Kovalev. Yeah, but Kovalev, I don't even know if that's true, but at the same time, in that fight, the Yard Kovalev fight, Kovalev was being more aggressive.
right.
Uh,
He was way more aggressive.
yeah,
It looked like he had more intentions in those punches. Where in this fight, I say, look, to try to convince someone that it's a fixed fight, you can't go too overboard because remember, some people, you know, they don't see what you see. So it's not fair for me to be like, yo, it was a fixed fight, right? What I'm saying to you is look at the sequence that led to the knockout. Canelo didn't respect Kovalev's power. He didn't respect him because, in my opinion, now here's when my opinion comes in. In my opinion, those punches didn't earn respect. Now, I think that there was some intention behind that. I could be totally wrong, right? I could be totally wrong, but my point is to break down why he lost the fight. He fought a terrible fight. He stood in one gear. I would have told him, "Yo, are you crazy?" Let's say if I'm in his corner and I really want him to win. I'm like, "Yo, are you dumb? You have to throw some. You have to hurt this dude. If not, he's just gonna keep coming in." He's gonna keep coming in until he hurts you. Okay, maybe he knocks you out. You know, and
Yeah.
that's what ended up happening. Bucho, he didn't respect his power. He didn't respect anything there. After a while, he got the rhythm of his punches. He got the rhythm of how he was throwing his punches, and said, "Okay, it's time to walk him down." That's amazing to me that Canelo looked at Kovalev and said, "You got nothing on your punches. There's nothing there, so I'm just gonna knock you out." You know?
Yeah, but I think Canelo sensed that Kovalev was getting weak, though. He was backing that way. He
Well,
was backing up,
maybe he
hands
was.
down, heavy breathing. It's like fuck, and that's why, and that's also when Canelo started getting hit, round 10 and stuff like that. He was actually trying to walk him down, in a sense, walk him down. He was coming forward, let's say, just more.
I thought he was walking him down most of the fight because he kept coming forward. Now,
But he was shelled up. I mean, he wasn't really like. We
well,
had to look
look,
at the fight, but yeah,
Canelo
go ahead.
always fights in the high guard, right? Like he kind of always just fight. That's his thing. He's not doing anything different than he did against Triple G, right? Like in terms of like, now I thought he fought better versus Triple G because he had to, right? Like in that fight, he had to fight better. In this fight, he fought sloppy, bro, and he still knocked him out. He fought kind of sloppy. He was
Well, it's a
throwing.
fight where nothing really happened.
Right. It's a fight where nothing really happened. And I think that's people's point. People's point are like, wow, where was that stiff jab versus Yard? And it's like, okay, I get it. Yard,
Hmm.
pound for pound wise, is not at Canelo's level, but he's a big boy. You know what I'm saying? He had to do that to him because if not, I think if he fought Canelo the same way, he would have fought Yard that same way. I think Yard would have knocked him out too, bro. I think he would have knocked him out because he would have been like, yo, you got nothing on your punches. I'm a big 190 to 200-pound man inside the ring. You can't. That's not going to get it done with me.
Who was easier
And
to hit,
Canelo the
Canelo
same.
or Yard?
No, I'm saying Yard. I think
No, but
I think
who's easier to hit? Who was easier to hit? Your call, like your call is like, it was easier to hit
well,
Yard.
I would say, look, to be honest, I would say Yard, right?
Mhm.
Yard for many reasons. For many reasons,
Yeah,
Yard is a
getting tired.
bigger
That's
man.
number one, though. Like
Yeah, no, listen,
can
I'm not
survive
gonna
almost
sit here
from
and tell
round
you.
two. Come on, man. Yeah,
No, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Yard is not an easier
yeah, yeah.
target, but at the same time, Yard's Yard's a guy that you have to put something on that. Bucho, he will knock you out. I mean, he's not.
Well, he hurt
He's a
Kovalev. Yeah.
fighter. He's a boxer. So Kovalev better do that, or anybody. Vosdick, Beterbiev, they better have something on those punches, or Yard walks through them and knocks them out. Now, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think he gets knocked out by those guys. But my point is that had he fought like that against any of those guys, he gets knocked out, bro. That's it. He's got to put something in those punches. Now, I think what you're saying and what a lot of other people are saying is he didn't have nothing on his punches because he was drained. And I'll be fair and say that is a possibility.
It
That's a
was a possibility.
possibility. I don't.
It is a possibility. Yeah, and we actually, most of us said it was a very likely possibility, right? It was very likely that it was.
Right, including me.
Yeah.
Including me. I was like, wait a second, is he going to be drained? You know,
What
come
about the
fight
PDs
night.
though? Canelo on PDs. What do you think about that? Is that still like, I
I
don't
mean, he
know?
probably
People are
was.
not even mentioning that
I
anymore.
would bet. I would bet that he was on PDs. Yeah, I would bet that. But
Okay.
you still Kovalev. You still got to look at Kovalev and say, damn, Kovalev, you look terrible in that fight.
Yeah.
You look terrible. Why were you punching at his guard? Why not try to punch through him? You got. If you don't believe the fight is fixed, and that's fine, right? Because there's no clear cut that it is a fix. Like yeah, it's written. Kovalev admit and no. These are all guesses. Maybe they're educated guesses, okay? But that you got to go and say, Kovalev, you fought a terrible fight against Canelo. Canelo was there to be hit hard, and you still couldn't pull the trigger, bro. You stood in this one gear of tap 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 rhythm punches. Like when were you gonna start throwing some real punches on that? Okay, why you kind of like with a nice little combo on the eighth, ninth round? I forget. How come you didn't pick up there, bro? How come you didn't do that? And if he tell look, if he says, "Look, I was tired, bro," you got to take him for his word. That's it. Even.
Yeah. Well, I still believe that that has to do with Buddy McGirt. I really listen. This is speculation, also, right? I do think he got fucking knocked out in sparring, and that could affect a guy like. Well, I mean, he's not only getting maybe knocked out in sparring. I don't know. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. I do know he yard hurt him. I remember Thunderdome being on the show and saying that he in that Elidir Alvarez Kovalev 2 fight, that Kovalev looked vulnerable at the end, even though he won. Thunderdome said, "Oh, I think that if Alvarez would have been a little bit more aggressive, he might have hurt Kovalev again in that second fight." And in the first fight, obviously he got stopped.
Second
So
fight, right?
yeah, the second fight, yeah, he won the fight. Obviously, Kovalev. But there's moments where he was getting hurt, and then I remember Thunderdome saying, "Yeah, I think Alvarez at the end of the fight, the latter part of the fight, he could have maybe knocked out Kovalev again because Kovalev was looking tired."
Well,
And
I would have to go back to that fight again, but
that's
I
why I want to
do
look exactly, man. We gotta look at it.
Kovalev. I remember Kovalev like fighting at a pace, but it was a mixture pace. It was like, okay, one gear, then two gear, mixing it up. When he would be able to catch him with a big shot. And I think Alvarez said, "Look, man, I think what he's trying to do is sleep me into a big shot. So be cautious." Because I did see him kind of like rock him, but get Kovalev's attention in that second fight, where I said to myself, he needs to pick it up. But every once in a while in that fight, from what I remember, we'll catch him with some big shots. It was almost like Kovalev was content with outboxing him, and at the same time, if he tried to come in, if he tried to pressure Kovalev will kick shots. So, and I think he did in a lot of moments in that fight where Alvarez said, "Look, I don't want to get sleeped into a big shot and then I get knocked out."
Also, in that fight, Alvarez, he had more balls than Canelo in the sense he wasn't just shelling up. He was actually, trying to tag Kovalev, and why wouldn't he? He knocked him out the first fight, right? So in the second fight, you can see Alvarez sometimes, just taking chances and actually being aggressive, unlike Canelo, who was just shelling up, waiting for a counterpunch opportunity. So
Right. Kovalev in the first fight was pretty aggressive. He was aggressive in that fight. Um, and that, again, I got to go watch the lead out.
you're cutting off, man. All right. All right. Recognize the Matrix having technical issues over here. Official box scorecard says, "Is Gonzalo there? I have a punchline for him." No, he's not. Moldova beating France and St. Brid. Oh, damn. That sucks.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Fucking shit.
Yeah, you were cutting off, man. Oh, he dropped. All right, we're going to try to get the Recognize back on the stream. All right, so Moldova is beating France at football soccer. For the soccer, I'm saying soccer because I know some people live in North America, and I guess Australia too. England to who is England playing? You're like, England. Listen, the England always qualifies pretty easily to every tournament except Euro 2008. But I don't know. It's actually when that tournament starts where it all matters for England. All right. Well, we're gonna try and get. I was gonna say Kovalev back in here. So I'm multitasking, so my brain can handle all this shit. I'm also texting here. All right, sorry guys. By the way, I sent the link. It's in the Discord group for the regular uh, panelists. So if you want to join, you can join. I don't think we're gonna have a full house right now. Flame, what the fuck is his name? Flemus? Luffy. Anyways, Australia should quit soccer. Waste of money. Don't they have a league that's actually improving? The A League or something? Super A League, Super League. Australia used to be shit in football, but now they're better because they moved to the Asian Confederation, and that increased their soccer level. That's why I think Mexico should leave the CONCACAF region because, come on, let's be honest, you're not going to improve your level if you keep playing those type of teams, Central American teams, Caribbean teams. No disrespect, but come on. St. Brit says Mexico love to a second round exit. Yeah, I know. It's been like 6 times in a row. Mexico is the best at kickball, says Buddy Aces. Okay. Flemus. Flemus. My name is pronounced Flemus. Man, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Doc says Mexico is the best at blowing up in weight. What? Well, am I fat? Nah. Although people are getting fat in Mexico. That's the, well, let's be honest, they are eating crap, cheap processed food. Now they want us to eat insects. Probably more bread. See, that's peasant food. That's what they want. They want us to spend. You guys don't understand when I call you peasants. I should make more tea. Shit. Well, yeah. I see people here with slave ideology, believing they are something they're not. Trying to negate the fact that you are indeed peasants. And when I say you, I say actually we are all peasants. Let's see what people are saying here. That's the correct pronunciation, said Thlemus. Thlemus. All right. All right, what else do you guys want to talk about? Anything goes. Any boxing topic you guys would like to talk about? I believe that this weekend we don't have any major fights. I don't have my schedule with me right now, but I checked it out last week and I didn't see anything. So correct me if I'm wrong, but there's no major fights this weekend. We have the Luis Ortiz Wilder 2 fight. Some people are excited about that fight. I am not. But don't get me wrong. Like, I like Wilder. I like his fights because anything can happen. This guy can knock you out or he can knock that out. Some people are going to say, well, he's never been knocked out. Bucho, what are you talking about? Like, I'm telling you, he's a knockout waiting to happen. All right? And so that's why I'm excited about watching his fights. Now, am I excited to the point where I'm going to pay $75? No, I'm sorry. No. And that's why Showtime didn't want that fight to be on pay-per-view. The Shepherd Son says, Bucho is cannabis comrade. What? Am I communist? Official boxing scorecard says nothing much happens in boxing at the moment. Yeah, exactly. Doc says Buddy Aces is afraid of his Spanish conquistador heritage. Well, we have Spanish blood, so well, some of us. Blues Boxing says Wilder, an accident waiting to happen. Buddy Aces says Mexico has the best pyramids. Yeah, I don't think they're the best pyramids. I climbed one of them. God, it was tiring. Box says, let's talk about Mick Hennessy. What the fuck? On upcoming show. Who's that? Brandon White says, Bucci doesn't smoke weed. I don't do drugs. The Fight Scott says, I upload the build up to Wilder vs. Ortiz 2 just to gauge how many people were interested. It barely got watched. Well, I don't know if that's a good way of determining the level of popularity that this fight's getting. The amount of popularity, I should say. The Superson says, Bucho smokes everything. Yeah. Doc says, Mexican pyramids are the Home Depot version of the Egyptian pyramid. What do you mean it's a Home Depot? Don't get it. Body Ace says, they were thoughtful to put stairs on them. Well, yeah, fuck. Stephen Lawler says Mick Hennessy is one Big Mac away from going out of business. Okay. Chris Gonzalez. Damn it, I missed Chris Gonzalez comment. Let's see. England 4-0. I don't know who they're playing. Nobody. Did you guys tell me who the fucking England's playing? The Faroe Islands or something? Uh, all right, let's talk about Wilder, I guess. That's a controversial topic. Love controversy on this show. 92 AKU says, Mr. BDA, come get the smoke, send the link. Yeah, Mr. BDA isn't here right now. This is King Bucho, and you can see on your screen that it says Bucho, not Mr. BDA. And I don't know who you are, so I'm not sending any links anymore. We have enough people now. Then we invite new people, and they all want links, and it just gets out of control. And I know right now there's nobody but myself, but telling you, start sending links, and next thing you know, on the next show, they're all like, people are feeling entitled and give me a link. Why don't you give me a link? Like all of a sudden, they're all regulars. I mean, some people understand. Obviously, I just tell them, listen, we're waiting for other people to show up, so I'm sorry, I can give you a link, and they understand. It's fine. Other people get belligerent. Why don't you send me a link? Like, oh, you're avoiding me? Or, come on, man. Take it easy. Stephen Lawler says Wilder is one ovary away from getting knocked out. As much as I dislike Wilder and what he says outside the ring and all, and his antics, I don't want him to lose against Ortiz because he's good for boxing. That Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder rematch is gonna be a good fight for boxing. If Wilder loses, well, you can say bye bye to that fight. I don't want that to happen. However, do you guys think it's possible that Ortiz can win this fight? I think he's gonna be slower than the first fight, more washed up. Let's just put it that way. But a good punch from Ortiz could put Wilder on the fucking ground. Saint Britt says, "Fuck that Butcher, I'm an Ortiz fangirl next week." I mean, I can understand you guys, but come on, let's be honest. Wilder is good for the sport. I'm not saying he's a superstar, and he's not. Apparently, he's. I saw this tweet, and he's not even selling out the arena. So I don't know, they're giving free tickets or something, or they're like lowering the prices. That's not the good. And let's be honest, even Wilder fans have to be. I mean, I know they want to convince themselves that this Ortiz fight is an interesting fight, but we already saw it before, right? We already saw it. Brandon White says Wilder had a fever in the first fight, expecting to not to get almost stopped again. I don't know if that's a joke. Chris Gonzalez says KSI Logan drew more people, of course. Limus Lofi says Ortiz has the best conditioning coach. He won't guess this time. I guess or gas? Guess? Okay. Blues Boxing says because no one wants to see this shit. Well, Showtime didn't want to show that fight for a reason. Oh, well, they didn't want to show it on pay-per-view. Doc says if Ortiz KOs Wilder, greatest moment of the decade. Fuck, man. The thing is, I can see Ortiz knocking out Wilder, man. Because like again, I see a lot of heavyweights knocking out Deontay Wilder. I think Fury could have knocked out Wilder, but he played it safe. He played it safe, too safe in my opinion. And you can, if you watch that 12th round when Fury starts to step it up, you see Wilder backing up, clinching. I mean, fuck, man. Fury should have done it from the beginning. And those knockdowns were just mistakes, silly mistakes that Fury made. It wasn't anything that Wilder did. He didn't set up those punches, or he didn't. He didn't set a trap or anything. He threw a 1-2 left hook, and you see fucking Fury talking, and nah, it's just he. They were gifts from Tyson Fury. I know some people are gonna disagree with me, but well, we can do an analysis on that fight on the knockdowns. We can do that. The Mr. Cox says Fury needs a proper trainer. Yeah, that guy. Well, I mean, does he really need a super trainer to fight him? I mean, he can just train him like he trains Kovalev. Yeah, I'm back. My mic got disconnected. I'm getting like a cold, I think. So I have to breathe through my mouth. Let's see what we're saying. Did I miss the comment where somebody answered my question of who the hell is England playing? Now I see it's of Montenegro. Yeah, Montenegro, little country, used to be part of Serbia. So didn't they play in the Euro last Euro and they didn't do that bad? Maybe I'm confusing Montenegro with another country. The Shepherd Son says Bucho Ego. Okay. What else? What else are people saying? I guess this is a fan appreciation show. See, I'm just reading comments here. Official scorecard box says Montenegro, Bucho. I think, yep, it's Montenegro. Blue Collar Sports TV says a good old fashioned Brexit style beating. Go on. Yeah, but Montenegro. Don't they have a good player that plays in the Premier League? I think they do. Doc says don't say the N word, Bucho. Why would I say the N word? Say the N word. Griva says the same people as Serbs. Yeah, what's the difference between Montenegro and Serbia? Official, since you're from Serbia. Saint Brit says, does Mr. BDA share the super chats? Yes. Well, they're going to funding the show. And we want to upgrade the phone lines because if you pay more, you can get the 1-800 number. And so that way people from all over the world can call in. Because right now, if you call in from outside the US or Canada, you're actually paying, I don't know how much for each minute. So if you're on hold, you're fucking paying. So we're probably going to upgrade. The Shipper Son says hit the like and drop the kid a super chat. That would help us immensely. Just like and subscribe and talk to your friends about the show. That's also helpful. Oh, we also have Patreon. We don't have the link in this video, but if you look at the other videos we post, there's PayPal and Patreon links. You can support the show there. The Quack says Montenegro has a population of like 700,000. It's a small country. Yeah, it is. The same Brit says, why can't you use Skype for people to call in like other podcasts? I think we need also another sound card to split the sound because like I tried. Corruption in Boston was calling through Skype once, and when I took his call, the volume from the rest of the computer, everything else, the Discord volume, the OBS volume, everything went just down. Like I don't know if the sound card can handle multiple sources. I don't know. At least I'm not an expert on this stuff. So I think I have to get a separate like sound card. I'm disappointed Bucho didn't get my N-word joke, says Doc. Man, I'm sorry, man. I'm reading a bunch of comments here. So yeah, that's why we can't use Skype. Toby Barlett says Hunter versus Povetkin, very good fight. Yeah, let's see how much Povetkin has left. I think he's still a dangerous boxer for sure. But the fight progresses. I don't know. He gets a bit tired, and his style. I mean, you need to be in shape, man, to do what he does. A little bit of a Mike Tyson type of style. A lot of legs involved, leg power involved. The Fight Guy says Chris Gonzalez precise basically made a video on what I was ranting to myself about though. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Uh oh, the Super Song says Montenegro. Pucho. Yeah, interesting name. All right. Well, if you guys have any topics that you want to discuss, let's do it. Again, we don't have any interesting fights this weekend. Wilder Ortiz coming soon. The rematch, the anticipated rematch. Hopefully, Fox does a good job of promoting that. Listen, I'm happy with what Fox is doing. They are taking this seriously. They are promoting all these PBC events. I think they're doing a great job. They have a big audience, obviously, network television. They have Fox Sports too. So I think the best thing that the PBC, one of the best things that has happened for the PBC is Fox. And Showtime, I think it's gonna be over for them. I think HBO is gonna. It's another. It's similar to what happened to HBO. You know, the East European agenda is what put them out of business, right? HBO was showcasing a lot of East European fighters, and that's why they did very poorly when it came to viewers. You just go look at the numbers, Kovalev and the Kovalev fights, especially the Golovkin fights. Look at the poor numbers that HBO was doing, and that's the reason why it went out of business. Remember that argument? You guys remember that argument? Yeah, well, Showtime is apparently also gonna be out of business. The boxing business, of course. They're gonna pull the plug on boxing. But anyways, I don't think PBC needs Showtime at this point. They have Fox. They should only focus on Fox, in my opinion. Let's see what else are people saying. The Fight Scout says HBO went down because they weren't able to tell their lies anymore. Yeah, the Jim Lampley lies. Let's see what we're saying. The Shepherd Son says Quacks versus Fondora. Doc says Sergio Mora needs to be beheaded in Saudi Arabia. What do you guys think about the zone commentary though? You guys like it? I'm not sure. And Sergio Mora, man, I think he should be on the telecast, but he should be like next to Brian Kenny, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have Brian Kenny actually calling the fights. Then you need an expert, right? You need color commentator, and you need like the expert analysis guy. I don't know how you call it. How you call them? What's it called? Doc says the song commentary is awful. Sergio Mora sucks. Which boxer should do the commentary though? Who do you think should do it? Did you guys mind what's his name again? Radio Rahim? I think he was pretty good. Radio Rahim was pretty good. The Mr. Cox says I miss the old HBO too. Yeah, man, that's the thing though. I wouldn't mind if Jim Lampley was with the zone though, and I know he not always said the best of things, but come on, man, he's the voice of boxing. Chris Gonzalez says they're already training Ryan to be commentator. You know what? He wasn't that bad, huh? Like at memorizing and regurgitating all that shit that he was told to regurgitate. But fuck, man, I don't want to see him commentate any fights. All right. The Shepherd Son says Lampley cries too much. Yeah, that's the thing, though. I was gonna say that, like, he starts getting the roid rage. No, not roid rage, but those roid effects where all these emotions come into like surface. Buddy Aces Al Bernstein. Yeah, you're right, eh? Because if Showtime pulls the plug on boxing, where are these guys gonna go? But then again, that was the same thing with HBO, right? And it's not like some of this. Well, Andre Ward now with ESPN. Roy Jones. You know what? The Zone should have fucking Roy Jones on their telecast. Maybe when Morris' contract runs out or something. And you know what? Maybe they don't have the Jim Lampley because Jim Lampley is gonna ask for a lot of money. All right. The Quack says I agree. Chep. He starts bowling. If there's a Steve Breeze. Yeah. Jim Lampley was a bit of a mess sometimes. Crying. Uncle Brent apostrophe says Steady Atlas. Are you out of your goddamn mind? This guy is insane. No, 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 and no. Sorry, I don't want Teddy Atlas on the Zone. I don't think you guys either. Let's be honest. Come on. Saint Brit says when Ward is around his white friends, he's known as Andy Ward. What? Brick says Lampley, Merchant, Stewart was the best combination for me. Jim Lampley, Merchant, and Mount Stewart. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's better than George Foreman. Come on. Clemens says I give the Zone 5 years before they declare bankrupt. No way, man. Mr. Cox says Henry Ward and his backpack should be banned from commentating. What backpack? Am I missing something? Steven Schneider says Teddy Atlas is fucking insane in a bad way. Let me put that comment. Dude screams and uses movie analogies too much. He's out of control. Something's like he doesn't break fights sometimes. He's just like he uses analogies all the time. Like he was water and the log is pushing the water, and then sorry, the water is pushing the log, and the log is on the shore. And it's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Buck says the Zone looks the superior network. Yeah. Steven Schneider says I left feedback asking for a no commentary option in the stream. Well, that's good feedback. Christopher O says Max sucks now. Max Kellerman? He always sucked. No, I prefer Max Kellerman in the studio. I don't want him calling the fights and trying to be like Larry Merchant and trying to bring us back to a fight of 1920s and like making a comparison with the fight that we were watching. And nah. This guy should stay in the studio and whatever, talk about whatever he talks about. No, I don't think Max Kellerman should be commentating. And I don't think I think everybody agrees with me. Right, people? Grievous says Teddy Atlas is bipolar. Fuck, man, I don't know. He's something. Christopher O says Al Bernstein, and Marco. What's his name? Marco Ronaldo or Marco something Ronaldo. Yeah, Ronaldo's not that bad, although En Fuego, or he screams, yells at. Sometimes it's a bit annoying. En Fuego. All right, let me put my earphones. What's up, Mark?
Hello, my friend.
What up? We're just talking about whatever, man. Reading some comments.
We're talking about whatever?
Yeah, well, initially I was talking again about Canelo Kovalev, but then just got tired.
I was so close to leaving.
Now it's over. It's over. What I told everybody is that I want to analyze Kovalev Alvarez 1, Kovalev Alvarez 2, and Kovalev Yard.
Are you looking forward to the new confirmed fight, by the way?
Which one?
Rigondeaux Solis.
A what?
Rigondeaux Solis.
Who's that? Which Solis is that?
That's
Solis or Solis?
Solis.
Ah. Right, let me check.
The Venezuelan one. You know the dude who fought McDonald?
Yeah. Oh, him. Yeah. That's why is he? Wait, where did he take that fight though?
I don't know.
Well, where's that gonna lead to? I don't know. Where's that fight gonna take place?
Probably America on an undercard somewhere.
All right. Well, that's great news for all the you Rigondeaux fans. He's back in action.
The Caribbean treasure. Shoutouts to Shepherdess Nuns.
How old is Rigondeaux?
His box rec age or his real age?
Let's go with his box rec age.
39, 40, 41.
Jeez, is he fighting at super bantamweight again, or?
Yeah, 122. Solis would be at super bantamweight, I would guess.
Oh man. Well, I don't know what to tell you. That's that fight. I don't give a shit. Wait, he fought McDonald in 2017. I thought it was 2018. What did he do
Apparently
after
he's 39.
Okay, well, whatever. Anyways, what else? Any fights this weekend? No, I checked and there's nothing on the schedule. Absolutely.
Kane Watts versus Arsene Goulamarian is taking place in France for the WBA Super Cruiserweight World Championship. So Arsene Goulamarian's fighting Kane Watts. There's a few bum fights on in the UK. Rocky Fielding back in action. Terry Flanagan. Martin Murray. Those guys are all fighting different people.
Wait, didn't Martin Murray retire?
Yeah, and then he tried to come back. Remember, after his retirement, he tried to come back to fight against Billy Joe Saunders, but Saunders pulled out due to a wanking injury.
Oh yeah, but Joe Saunders has pulled out some fights so many times. I can't even remember them all. Yeah.
But yeah, so Martin Murray's fighting a complete no-hoper. Like Martin Murray's shot, so you never know. Flanagan's fighting a no-hoper, and Fielding's fighting like some Hungarian busman. So that's whatever. The best fight this weekend is Kane Watts, who's average at best against Goulamarian. Goulamarian will win that fight, but at least there's a world title fight on there, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Like, it's not completely shot.
Nothing to be excited about, though.
Unless you're a cruiserweight fan.
What? Is there such a thing?
I'm a cruiserweight fan.
What does that mean? So, you like, just because they're cruiserweights or because of the
Because I feel like there's so many good levels of fighters in there. I mean, even without Usyk, you still have Maris Breedis, you've Uniel Dorticus, you've got Glavatsky, you've Goulamarian, you've got Papin coming through. He had a very good fight with Makabu, who's another very good fighter. There's a lot there. There's Egorov, there's Tishenko coming through, Goulamarian. So yeah, it's a very strong division, and the level of competition there's a lot of 50-50 fights in there.
I should pay more attention to the cruiserweights. Yeah, some people are saying they're cruiserweight fans here. What's going to happen with Gassiev? He's moving up, or what's going on?
He's meant to be moving up, but didn't he get injured in camp when he was training to have that fight with Joey DeWaco?
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
Or something stupid.
But it's been a while. I mean, why is it taking so long to like that? His last fight was against Usyk, no?
Yeah, it was against Usyk. Yeah.
But why is he? Yeah, okay, he got injured, fine, but then.
Well, he was moving up in weight, and that the fight was like 6 months, and then he got the injury, so that's the last 6 months now, pretty much.
Okay.
I think it was an injury anyway, from what I hear.
Doc says cruiserweight is full of Euro bombs, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. That's why the last 5 fighters of the year were all from Europe.
Well, hopefully we get some of these cruiserweights on the Zone, because I believe the Zone would be the only network that would be showing those fights on American viewers.
Yeah, I mean, but there's a lot of very good fights. Like, I mean, I would love to see a fight like with Glavatsky versus maybe Makabu. I think that'd be a very good fight to have. I'd like to see Egorov versus Papin. Goulamarian, I'd love to see him have a fight with somebody pretty decent as well. I wouldn't mind seeing like Lorena versus him. I reckon Goulamarian beats him, but it's a good fight. If Gassiev decides to say that's good, we've still got Breedis and Dorticus roaming around. And even then, you've got I don't know if Ladarchik is retired yet or not. I don't think he has. I think he's still fighting, so he can give somebody an alright fight. Marco Huck, he's moved up to heavyweight now, so that's a disappointment. I'm disappointed Hunter didn't stick around in that division, to be honest, because I think if he had of, he'd be a real issue.
Yeah, well, the money talks, right?
Money talks. Yeah, he's probably making absolute bank by fighting Alexander Ustinov and Sergey Kuzmin.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned Marco Hawk right now. Like, what's it?
Yeah, Marco Hook's fighting against Joe Joyce for the EBU title. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but that's been mandated. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, how much does Marco Hawk have even left in the tank? Like,
He doesn't have anything really left. I mean, he'll counter Joe Joyce a bit, but eventually the pressure will get to him.
what's a good?
I mean, it's not even that he's old, because he's not like ancient. He's kind of oldish. He's like 35, Marco Hook. Like, he's younger than
I
Kovalev.
thought he was older than that.
Yeah, Marco Hook actually kind of looks a little bit like you, Bucho, without the lazy eye.
Yeah.
But no, he's been around quite a while, and I mean, he did well against Saglam, but like Usyk and Bradis like finished that guy off pretty much at elite level.
Oh yeah. Well, it's gonna be a good win, I guess. Having Marco Hawk in your resume.
Well, the only person to beat Marco Hook at heavyweight is Alexander Povetkin.
Yeah, it's true, huh?
Yeah. Like, even at cruiserweight, like, Marco Hook has wins over, like, prime Lebedev, man.
Yeah.
That was great
like a long time ago.
Well, it was a long time ago. It was 2010.
Fuck, man, that's true. That was
Pacquiao
like the height.
Cotto,
Yeah. I remember when everyone was talking about Hawk at cruiserweight. Oh my god, when's he gonna move up? Yeah.
You know, Bucho, when Lebedev and Hook fought, I was still a minor.
Jesus, that's 2010, 9 years ago. Yeah, you're 26, I think.
Yeah, I was 17.
Damn, that's a long time ago. I know, man. Time passes by that fucking fast after, man. Jesus. I'm an old man. All right. The Shepherdson says Bucho Sharingan. Sharingan? Sharingan? I don't know what the hell that is. Guys, I'm too old. I can't keep up with all your jokes over here.
Wow, Sharingan.
The Shepherdson says Lebedev won, in my opinion. Okay. What else?
That was a Naruto reference. He's saying that you've got the Sharingan.
Oops, I couldn't hear you because my earphones got disconnected.
Oh, he said that you have the Sharingan, Bucho? That's a Naruto reference.
A what?
Naruto, it's an anime reference.
Oh.
It means that you have some special powers.
Oh, there you go. No. Yeah, I do have powers.
Yeah. I think it's more Rinnegan-like than Sharingan. Because Bucho's all powerful. Get the fuck out of here, Shep.
If you make some Dragon Ball references, I'll get those. All right, what else? Slimus Lofi says, I agree, Jason. Right. So, anyways, what else do we have? So, when's the Wilder Ortiz fight? Is that next?
The following weekend. What are you more interested in, Wilder Ortiz or Callum Smith versus John Ryder?
I don't know. What has John Ryder done lately? I remember that fight he had against Saunders a long time ago.
That was a very long time ago. I mean, like, he was meant to fight Lemieux, but Lemieux got that injury, so he ended up fighting some Australian kid, and he took him out in 2 rounds.
Okay.
So
what else? What else has he done? Like,
mate, he hasn't beaten anyone.
Okay, so it's like okay, so you're making a okay. So Callum Smith against John Ryder or Ortiz. I don't have to go with Wilder Ortiz.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's Wilder? Like, what's Ortiz done lately?
No, I know, but listen to that's what I was talking. Okay, you're right. But however, don't you feel like Wilder is like a knockout waiting to happen against anybody, almost anybody?
Who, Wilder?
Yeah.
No,
I think he. I mean, he.
I feel like any heavyweight can hurt any heavyweight, and Wilder's been hurt, but I don't feel like he's a complete knockout to happen. I mean, to knock the dude out, you need to get through 3 aspects. 1 is his range, 2 is how hard he hits, and 3 is how hard he hits illegally.
Illegally behind the head, like behind the.
Yeah, on the back of the head.
Well, that's because you're coming. Yeah,
on the back of the head than Wilder.
Yeah, that's true.
So you need to get through that to knock him out. So I don't think it's just something waiting to happen. I mean, Yeah, maybe he gets starched, but you need to have legit power because he's been hit by guys who hit hard. He has been.
Hmm.
Like Areola hits quite hard. Like he's not a good fighter, but he does hit hard. Molina, he's not a great fighter, but he hits kind of hard. And I mean,
But
in
they're
all
not.
honesty,
He's not.
Brazil does hit like a mule. Everyone said it. He hits like a damn mule. What he did to Izu Agano, he nearly put him into oblivion.
Well, yeah. But the thing, yeah, or like let's look at the Brazil fight. Brazil, do you think Brazil did hurt Wilder?
I think he shook him a little bit, but I feel like everybody's shaking him a little bit. But the
I don't know.
closest he's ever been to being out on his feet was Ortiz, and I do think Ortiz hits very damn hard. I think he's got extreme power that's very underrated. It's that sneaky power. He's not a great fighter, but like a lot of people try to make out he's a master boxer. Nah, he hits hard on the counter. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't finish Wilder off. Like referee probably should have stopped the fight, but Wilder
Yeah,
was
but
able to continue.
it happened at the end of the round almost, right? And then, like you said, the referee didn't help. So, and then let's be honest. I mean, he was slow. Ortiz is slow, man. There were so many instances where if he would have been faster, he would have caught Wilder. You could see the punch racing, like going like past. Like I was like, damn. If you were just a little bit faster, Ortiz, you could have knocked out Wilder, man.
And guess what that means, Bucho? When you brought up like, well, don't you feel Wilder's a knockout waiting to happen? You know how you said like if he was just a little bit faster?
Yeah.
Well, now he's just a little bit slower.
That's a good point. A little, yeah. What's up,
That was
recommend?
2 years ago.
Yeah, that was
What's up,
2 years
Bucho?
ago.
What's up,
Two,
Mark?
no way. Whoa. 2 years ago?
That fight happened.
No.
No, that fight happened. Yeah. Well, almost 2 years.
18 months ago.
18 months ago, that fight happened.
A year and a half.
Yeah. Did you hear Ortiz making he's making a fuss about the illegal tactics that Wilder gets away with?
Such as?
I guess punching behind the head.
We talked about, yeah.
Rabbit punching.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, look, I heard Mark say something. I heard Mark say something that I totally agree with. And when it comes to Wilder, about there's 3 factors, and I think the last one he mentioned was the illegal activity. Is true. It's very true. He does. Look, I'm not taking nothing away from Wilder's punching power and the range that he usually gets himself into to land those, but one of the things that goes untalked about is him landing a lot of rabbit punches, and he did that against Ortiz. He especially did that against Ortiz to knock him out after he was hurt. Remember in the 7th round when he got hurt badly?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say hurt to the point where he was done, but he was rocked, right? He was in some trouble.
But is that on purpose?
Sorry, go ahead.
The illegal punches on purpose? Done on purpose?
At this point, Bucho, it doesn't matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to all right, let's say he does that on instinct, right? Which I believe. This is what I truly believe. I believe that he does that on instinct. And those punches start landing behind the head. It's up to the ref. The ref got to tell him, like, yo, you can't be doing that. You can't be punching behind the head. So that doesn't count, right? And if Ortiz is really hurt, you disqualify him for landing rabbit punches behind the head. Now, I'm not saying that's what really, like, that's the only reason why Ortiz got knocked out. I also think, he's also an old man. He shot his load. He couldn't get him out. He had him where he had Wilder where he wanted. And credit to Wilder, he survived it, and I thought Ortiz was just pretty much done after that. I thought he was done. I picked Ortiz to win that fight.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I picked him to win that fight. I said, look, I think this is. I have a little bit more respect for Wilder now. I said I think Wilder is such a disaster that even a guy like Ortiz, who he should be, is going to end up beating him. It didn't happen. I feel like I was almost right, but almost don't count. And he lost. So it's going to be worse for him now, I think. I think now it'll be a little worse because you guys said it. Like, what has he done since he
Yeah,
lost to? He looks worse.
unimpressive. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if he's such a beast, he would have looked more impressive against who did he fight? Kaufman.
Right,
Uh,
Kaufman. I think he fought
In order,
Hammer.
in
in
order.
order,
Who else
he
did he
fought
fight?
Yeah, go ahead.
Kajanu. He fought Kajanu, knocked his ass out. Then he stopped Kaufman,
Okay.
Kaufman.
and then he fought Christian Hammer.
Right. Christian Hammer fight. He looked bad.
Yeah.
He looked really bad in that fight.
Okay, but some
And I
people are
know
saying that
Hammer's
this is gonna be
mid,
Wilder or Severn too.
but
Like,
come on.
okay,
Well,
but do you guys think it's gonna be a Severn two type of fight again? Come on.
Stavern didn't come to fight.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Stavern just came in there
Fucking
to
fat ass.
attack.
No, no.
Yeah, yeah. I think no. I don't think that's. I don't think that would. Look, I'm not saying he can't get knocked out in the first round, but Ortiz is going to be swinging punches. He's going to be swinging. So, could he get knocked out still in the first round? I mean, I hope not, because what does that do for Wilder if he knocks out Ortiz in the first round?
It
What
shows
does
how
that really
Wilder
do
is
for
such a
him?
monster now.
Right, but he needs to stay busy. He needs to stay busy
Okay,
for
yeah.
He needs a fight that's he's gonna put in some rounds. At least go 6. Like I think if he goes 5 or 6 rounds and he gets him out of there, that's Wilder staying sharp and putting in some work.
Yeah, but I don't
But
think
if
he
he
needs
knocks
an.
him out in 3,
Do you think he needs
yeah, go
like
ahead.
a Fury fight type? What would he fight? The Wilding fight like that? Struggle like that, or have a
Well,
hard
I
fight?
mean, no, I don't, I don't think he needs that kind of fight. I
Okay.
mean, Fury was just awful in that fight. I mean, he was just terrible. I mean, he showed grit. Don't get me wrong. He showed grit, and he did things that I like. But in terms of like overall performance, he. I'm sure if he could take that back, he would. I don't think he needs that kind of fight, but he just needs to put in some work because, I know he's scheduled to fight Fury late, right? He's supposed to well next year in 2020, early in 2020. He's gonna listen, I think Fury, if you're thinking that the Wallen fight is what Fury's gonna come in, you might be seriously mistaken. And say what you want about Tyson Fury, and there's a lot of shit you can say about how he's taking boxing serious, but if he comes in shape, bro, and after seeing Wilder for 12 rounds in the first fight, that's not a fight you want to go in there rusty. He'll fucking outbox you and could even stop Wilder. So Wilder needs to be sharp going into that fight. I do think he has a really good chance of knocking Fury out, but he can't go in there with a fucking a guy who came to lay down and think that that's going to translate to him being sharp for the Fury fight.
So he should go a few rounds. Is that?
I would
No.
hope so for him. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
hope
but
that.
yeah, but isn't that dangerous though? Like a
Well,
heavyweight.
of course, I mean, he could get knocked out, right? I mean, that could happen in any fight, really.
Yeah, I agree. But Wilder is a special case in my opinion because, come on, let's be honest. This guy, the way he throws his punches, the way he backs
Yeah,
off. I mean, he's not a normal fighter in the sense that you go a few rounds, you're fine. This guy, the longer he goes in a fight, like guys, the more opportunities his opponents might get of catching him.
yeah, yeah. No, I agree with you on that. I think the longer the fight goes, it could get really dangerous for Wilder. I believe that. You're right, but at the same time, it's also what keeps him sharp, keeps him on the edge. Like he needs that. I don't think he needs to be too relaxed going into a fight. That's how he'll get clipped one day and get knocked out. I mean,
Mhm.
listen, Wilder. I agree with you, Bucho, that Wilder is a knockout waiting to happen because of his poor technique. But I think when he's a little sharp, going into a fight, a big fight, is what makes him is what keeps him on the edge and what keeps him a little bit sharp for a Tyson Fury. The thing, whatever people feel about Tyson Fury, the thing about Fury is that he could make a boxer, he could make a heavyweight fighter have fits in that fight, could have him off and everything, and he did that against Wilder in the first fight, right?
Mhm.
Boy, those two knockdowns, he had Wilder confused through the whole fight, you know. And maybe the second time around, if he does that, if he finds himself in that same situation, he might not be so lucky against Fury to get like 2 knockdowns, you know,
Yeah.
and he might get stopped. He could get. I could see him getting stopped by Fury
Yeah, that's on.
because
Yeah.
of lack of activity. Because of lack of activity.
I mean, Wilder isn't going to show us nothing new in this fight, right?
No, he is who he is. You know,
Because people keep
like
saying,
Mark said, he establishes range. He sets you up for the big shot to knock you out, and that's who Wilder is. That's it. You're not gonna really see that much of a change.
so. Oh, I forgot my question here, but okay, the Fury Wilder rematch. Like Mark, you said that Fury is gonna lose because he's not into boxing anymore, right? Or he's mentally
Yes.
not there.
Yeah. I said that, and I believe that. I think we can speculate it all you want. Take this clip of me, play it after the fight. Fury loses by stoppage. He gets stopped. Wilder stops his ass. He's playing around with this now. His best chance was beating Wilder when he fought him, and he nearly got knocked out in that fight. But the reason why I say it was his best chance is people are like, well, he's more active now. He's actually less active now.
Hmm.
Fury was training quite a lot then, and he was in pretty much. If you look at him against Wallen and against Schwartz on the scale, and you look at him on the scale against Wilder, his body composition was actually better. And the reason why is because he was in a year and a half's fat camp. Yeah, I believe it was. I think there's more flab and excess skin, but I look at his arms, I look at his legs, I look at his neck. His body composition was actually better. Now he's playing around. He doesn't look interested. He's off making money with WWE. He's getting these fights against whoever. He's been taking it easy. He's been relaxed. He doesn't have the same mindset. And I feel like Tyson Fury's mindset's always been like when he'll look at this. If you look at him back in the UK, back when he beat Klitschko and he didn't get the credit he deserved. Do you guys remember that? He pretty much bitched about it constantly. He didn't get the credit he deserved for the victory he earned against Wilder, and he probably feels he'll never get it on points. So if he doesn't stop him, he's not going to get it, and that's the worst thing because that means he's not going to win on points, and that means he's going to go for the knockout. And I know a lot of people think he can knock out Wilder, but the one of the worst things he can do as well is move on to Wilder shots because
I
Fury is
agree.
not the same guy coming forward. He's
What
nowhere near as good.
what Fury has to do is to knock him out. Is to let go of heavy punches. But the problem is like what Mark said. When he's sitting on his punches, and I'll get to Mark's point in a second, right? When he's sitting on his punches, is to do it when Wilder's out of position to punch. I've seen opportunities where Fury can actually do that. The problem is if he's not serious and he's not in good shape, he won't be in shape to do that, and that leads to a knockout. That leads to him being more stationary and Wilder catching him with. Look, man, Wilder almost knocked as bad as Wilder fought in that first fight for 12 rounds. He almost knocked him out, right? He almost did. He landed the punch that he needed to land to knock him out. Um, so that's something to keep in mind. But that he can knock out Wilder, of course he could. I mean, look what happened when he got up. He had to sit on some punches a little bit. And yeah, Wilder was a little bit tired too, probably mentally confused. When you're mentally confused and a little tired, obviously, because he's been fighting for 12 rounds, you kind of fatigue a little bit. And that's what happened. Um, yeah, for Fury to do that, he's got to be in tip-top shape. But it's doable. He could knock out Wilder. But like what Mark said that he doesn't think his heart's in it. He's doing the WWE thing. If that's the case, yeah, he's not gonna be able to do it. But he comes in serious. He comes in ready. He already proved he can beat him boxing wise. Like he already proved that to me.
He's a bum. He's a dosser. That's what Tyson Fury is. He's a dosser.
He may be.
He's playing around too much. And it's the same thing with Billy Joe.
Yeah, I
Did you see
can't
Billy Joe
stand
in his
Billy
last
Joe.
fight? Everybody talked about Billy Joe being some master boxer. Based on what? Out-jabbing David Lemieux. Come on.
Yeah.
Dude went life and death with Chris Eubank, was beating him for the first few rounds, and then struggled and won a fight 7-5, maybe 8-4 at best. Then he fought Andy Lee, who was absolutely shot, and he struggled in that fight until he got the win. Like, he's not that good, never was that good. Tyson Fury, he fought against an old Vladimir who was stuck in his way, and Vladimir changed his style for Joshua. He moved around a lot more, he jabbed a lot more, and he looked better, but I'm not going to say anything about that. When Fury fought Wilder, he did a lot of head movement, and when Wilder finally jabbed to the body, guess what? Fury's head movement didn't matter because he's got no lateral body movement in the pocket. None. He's good at moving his head and feinting with his hands, but he doesn't really move his body other than in a pendulum fashion. So these guys aren't as good as some people have made them out to be. And Tyson Fury, he's playing around now with it too much. And I think Wilder feels he should have won that fight more than Fury does. Even though Fury feels he legitimately won the fight, Wilder probably feels like he legitimately won the fight because that was a slow ass count.
Right. In his mind, he's like, look, I knocked him out. So he did outbox me. You know, if you could say he outboxed me for the 12 rounds, but I knocked him out. Doesn't matter. Yeah, there is something to that. When you fight a guy, and let's say he showed better skills than you, or he was able to land better combinations than you, but you still drop him. There is that mental edge going in to a fight when you fight a guy again. Like, yeah, dude, like, okay, you outboxed me, but when I hit you, you fell. So there is that mental edge. So you probably right. I his sweet time. I don't think that, but he thinks that.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to all of this coming
I
back.
lost respect for Billy Joe when he sat there at a press conference with Eubanks and said, "Oh, I think Triple G would beat you and me on the same night." That's when I lost respect for Billy Joe.
Where he said that? What the fuck? Why would he say that? I think recognize is cutting off or something. Well, anyways, let's look at the comments. What are people saying in the chat? Travis, the chimp says it's too. Oh god, it's too. It's too big for most people to handle. Precise. Yeah. Let's see. Jonathan Vicon says, yeah, that was obvious to anyone. To anyone. Wilder looked devastated after the final bell. He knew in his heart he lost and lost wide. That draw was bullshit. Mr. BDA in the chat. Hello, my friend, says Mr. BDA. Nobody here is your friend, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Hello, my friend. Hello. Hello, my friend.
Hello, my friend. How do you say friend in Arabic? Because I'm going to have to learn that.
Puta.
Yeah. All right. Well, we lost recognize. Wilder Ortiz too. I mean, what the hell? I'm tired of talking about this fight now. Well, what else can we say about this goddamn fight? Ortiz is certainly not going to be the same. He's probably going to be even slower, like Mark said. I don't know how they're going to sell this. This is a pay-per-view, people. Pay-per-view. They really got to come up with some sort of excitement pre-fight, so because I don't feel anything I don't feel excitement.
You don't feel excitement
I don't feel
for the
excitement.
bronze bomber.
Nah, I mean,
Every man he's fought has touched the canvas.
except
Every man he's fought has touched the canvas.
Oh yeah. Wait, didn't French guy Duopa? Did he touch the canvas?
Sorry. Every man he's fought against has either been stopped or touched the canvas.
Ah, okay.
Give me a
Fair
word.
enough. That is true. That is a true statement. Uh, Jonathan in the chat says Ortiz is old, but he has power, and Wilder is sloppy on the defense. It will be a decent, it will be a decent fight, but I wouldn't pay a pay-per-view fee to see it. Exactly, that's exactly my point. This is not a pay-per-view fight. Showtime knew this. There's a reason why this fight is not shouldn't be a pay-per-view fight. Oh
Do you
well,
mean because it's not pay per view worthy? That's probably the main reason.
but why isn't it?
Because it's a rematch of a fight nobody really wanted a rematch of. It's an old man versus a guy who's pretty much recycling his opponents now at this stage. Luis Ortiz has no name notoriety, and Wilder, he needed Fury to touch near 300k, and I think it only did 280. So, I mean, that kind of tells you it itself. I mean, Luis Ortiz fought Dave Allen and my guy Malik Scott in two of the worst fights you'll ever watch in your entire life. I mean, I've had more entertainment getting my balls waxed.
Good
But that's not
analogy.
that entertaining.
This is a family show, by the way, Mark.
Oh,
Get your balls waxed the right way. It's always entertaining.
right. I'm gonna leave because Bucho, you've turned into everything I hate.
Censored show. All right, he left. Couldn't handle it.
Couldn't handle the pressure.
Oops. What the fuck did I? Wait, hold on. Getting a message from Mr. BDA. Let me just check it out.
Mr. BD8.
Hey, Mr. BDA.
You're right, Bucho.
Oh, I see what Mr. BDA is saying. No, hey, BDA. I didn't post the link. Just check where I posted the link. All right, it's not open to everybody. Yeah, I don't want any weirdos.
All right, we don't want weirdos jumping on Mr. BDA.
Apparently, it's an incident when somebody showed their asshole.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I hope it was a girl. Was it a girl?
I don't know. That's what
Yo,
Mr.
dude,
BJ said.
you gotta see this. I know you guys don't watch baseball, but in the World Series, there was a pitcher for the Astros. His name is Garrett Cole. He's pitching, and there's a girl behind the home plate. She's in the seats behind home plate. She's fucking hot, and she's flashing him with her titties.
Wait. What's this? I'm gonna look it up now.
Dude, and she's hot too.
Which
On top of
game?
that.
Which game?
I think it was game. Hold on, I believe it was game. You could okay. I don't remember what game, but you can look up Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole gets flashed, something like that. Garrett Cole gets flashed
Let's take a look at
by
that.
boobies or something.
Holy shit! I see that chick. Is that her? No way. Hold on.
Yo, she's bad. You got to see this girl. She is.
Let's look for a gif.
And you're gonna see when she pitches, you're gonna see her titties, bro. And he's like, I don't know if you saw it or not.
No,
I can't really.
I haven't seen it yet. I saw a picture of supposedly that girl that does it, but I can't see the actual play.
She's a hot one. I believe she was wearing like a red shirt.
What am I doing here?
I thought there
Okay.
might have been a video too.
Lauren Sommer flashed Garrett Cole.
Lauren who?
Garrett Cole. Lauren Sommer. Like summertime.
Like Summer.
Yeah, Summer.
Oh, I thought you said Lauren Southern. I don't know if you know. She's from Canada. She's hot too.
Yo, wait a minute. Can I post this picture? Hold on. People are going like, "What the hell's going on? This is supposed to be a boxing show."
It's supposed to be boxing show.
Or
Yeah,
I'm
boxing.
gonna go to the LDBC and talk
I'll go
about
to
the
the.
struggle.
I like when they threaten people, right? Yo, this is a boxing show. I'm getting off. You guys are not talking boxing. Fuck
Yeah,
off, then. Get
exactly.
off.
Now here we
Like,
go. Let me show the picture. God damn it!
it won't let you.
Yeah, because I'm using a shitty laptop right now. It's fucking slow. Anyways, guys, check out Lauren Sommer. Lauren Sommer. Oh my God.
You saw it? Did you see those?
Yeah.
Damn, those are nice boob jobs too, man.
Are they fake?
They could be, but if they are, they're really nice.
What the fuck is this?
I'm gonna say it's fake, but you can, as you can see, they're very. You would have to admit, whoever did it did a great job.
I think they have to be. Yeah, they're fake.
They're fake, but she's hot as fuck, bro.
Yeah, when you have a face like that, it's like you don't give a fuck.
If I'm Gary Cole, I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm getting the hot girls from the other team's fans, fucking flashing me with their beautiful tits.
Yeah,
Because that's what it was. It was to get him distracted so he could make a bad pitch.
I think so. It says he was for breast awareness.
You
But I
think
don't
not?
know.
That's the way.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm telling you, these
yeah.
people
You
will
say
do
that
anything,
again.
just like any. I don't know.
It could have been that, but she probably wanted to do it so she can get some attention
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but I don't even know who
on
she
her
is.
Instagram, her
Mhm.
whatever.
Oh my God.
And those are nice ones too, man.
Yeah, like you said, if they're fake, then it's a good job. They did a good job.
Well, I mean, they have advanced and they have advanced in medical science to make movies a lot better. To
Hmm.
make them a
That's
lot more natural looking.
Yeah, because I mean, what is it's like? It's a silicone, right? That doesn't look real. And you know, that's what fucks it up. The boob jobs is like these women they go too big. You know, it's like they shouldn't be doing that. They should just let's say you have a B cup. Instead of going D, you go to like 34C or 34, 36C. You know, like that's more realistic.
Yeah, they're not that big.
That's what makes it look more realistic because they're not like ginormous and because she's skinny, right? So
Yeah, they're just right.
yeah, she can't go
She's
fucking double
slim,
D.
right? So she
It's
doesn't
gonna
want
be
them too
just
big.
yeah. Mm-mm. Okay, I'm trying to get a picture. Fuck, I don't know how this fucking shit works. Anyways, uh, got sidetracked here. What are people saying?
Got sidetracked by some boobs.
The Fight Scout says white women breasts are all over the place. They usually start under the armpit. What? Brick says Pucho MD plastic surgeon. Yeah, we know we have to get a plastic surgeon, boob surgeon for the second Renaissance. He can explain everything to us. All right. Why did we start talking about this? Oh, because somebody showed their asshole on a stream, and we don't know if it was a woman. But then again, was a woman good looking? That's also something we have to take into account. Oh, the Fight Club says white women's boobs are too wide apart usually. Hmm. I don't know. I don't think so. Well, only white women on Rebels boxing talk, and he says it was. Like, whoever showed their ass on the live stream, it was not a woman. There was balls. Fucking Christ. That's why you gotta be careful who you let in on the live streams. Crown Admirer says that asshole spoke more facts than you guys ever do. Hashtag LDBC. What's he talking about? Is he joking? I think he's been sarcastic. Triple JJJ says a curious case of Benjamin Butthole. Travis the Chimp. Dr. Bucho, please report to the breast emergency room. Oh, yeah. Box LDBC have degrees in male anus. Yeah. Not bad. The official Boston Soccer says, Bucho, it was a guy gaping his asshole, shaking his hairy ass. And... Alright, that's enough. Getting grossed out over here, man. Fucking Christ. Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. People are gonna jump on the stream and start doing that type of stuff. So, anyways, guys, check out Lauren Sommer. She was flashing her boobs during a baseball game. Boobs are fake, for sure. Boobs are fake. However, she's hot as hell. Nice face. And the boobs are big, but they're not too big for her body frame because she is skinny. So I'm not a fan of fake boobs, but it's not a bad job here. Not a bad job. Let me just Lauren Summer. Let's see what I got. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Are they? I think they're real, guys. Guys, I think they are real. Where's Recognize when I need him? Damn it, he's gone. He should be back. He has trouble when we use the StreamYard, so he dropped off. Crown Admirer says, give me a link or you're docking this smoke. You're probably going to show your asshole here, so I don't think so, man. Don't think so. Maybe in the next show. But what do you want to talk about anyways? Box says, LDBC do studies on Wilder's ass. Jefe says, is this Jefe or Jeff? I think it's Jefe. Bucho like male ass, the male ass, yeah, sure. That's pretty fucking gross. We got who's this friend?
Hello, Max. Nice to see you here.
Hello, my friend. Hello, my friend.
Oh, fuck.
Hello, my friend.
I don't know what the hell's going on, man. What the fuck was that all about? Official? Is that official? Is he just playing? Oh god, all right, he dropped off. Box says LDBC do studies on Wilder's ass. Did I just read that comment or what the hell's going on? Brit MK says mushroom fighters with loaded gloves. What? Do they have loaded gloves? Official Box Talker says, haha, it's from my stream. Okay, but what? Oh, it's the moment or what? Like the moment the asshole appeared? That's fucking gross, man. This is the type of society we live in now. Decadence. All right, what else? What do you want to talk about, guys? Come on. Stephen Lawler says, what did I just walk back into? Hell. You're back in hell. All right, well, let me just remove this banner that says Walter Ortiz 2 because I think we're done with this topic. What are people saying? G-Boog in the chat says official scorecard was playing with his parrot. Okay, Jefe says he was Vinnie Max's ass. Oh, it was Vinnie Max was showing his asshole. Fucking that's gross, man. Official scorecard box says yes, it was somebody else hopping on your stream, not me. Okay, well, there's only 14 people that could have been the culprit. Because not anybody can jump in on this stream unless somebody gave the link to somebody else. But yeah, I don't know. Doc says Mark sent official a pic of his ass. It was not him. Mark sent official a pic of his ass. It was Mark. All right, where is this guy? Where is this going, guys? Fucking asshole talk. Hang in there. I'm gonna check a text message here. Oh. All right, any more topics, guys, or we're gonna end this stream? We talked about what Kovalev, Canelo again. Oh no, I'm not letting this guy in. Friend. I don't know who that is. Sorry, friend, you're not getting in here. Doc says Mark sent official pic of his asshole. Let's see what's in the private chat. I don't know who this guy is. Who wants to join? Friend. Messiah. I'm messaging you, Messiah. I don't know who this guy is. Doc says, asshole dog, that actually happened, Bucho. As yeah, I know. This was an asshole that, I mean, that's pretty gross. Somebody showed their asshole on a live stream. Jibugi says, Bucho official box Stalker was playing with his parrot or what? Or Maltese bird. He just don't want to admit it. Ha ha ha. Probably. Probably. I don't know what the hell was going on. Travis the Chimp says, Barbershop down low has a serious crush on Wilder. Damn, that Barbershop guy. Come on. I mean, anyway, I don't want to get into LDBC talk. Doc says, let friend join. Okay. Hello, friend.
Hello, my friend. Hello.
Why did you have, like, I couldn't see your picture, so I was like, who the fuck is this guy, man? Well,
God.
were you there when somebody showed their asshole?
No, I seen it later, but like, so what I decided to do, and I think everybody should do,
Okay.
is everybody is a suspect. Well, everybody who isn't black. Everybody is. Well, it's true. It was a white/Latino. So whoever, pretty much you're included in this, Bucho. Everybody has to send official a picture of their ass. Because until then, you're a culprit. You're a suspect. You're possible.
Yeah. You want to put all the asses, put them side by side, and then we're going to find the culprit.
So I sent a picture of my anus to official to prove my innocence. I wanted to prove that I wouldn't show him my ass by, showing him my ass. Yes.
Never heard such a smart idea. You're absolutely right. Everybody's
that's Irish politics.
Yeah. No, but I think official was posting the link in the chat. Don't do that, man. Like anybody can just join your stream after, man. Come on. Stephen Lawler says this whole saga is hilarious, Lord.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Do you think we'll ever find the ass culprit?
Well, people think it's a Latino because there was a lot of hair.
Latinos have hairy asses set up, huh?
Pucho, do you shave your ass?
I have to, but it's not super like I don't have fucking. I don't know, man. Listen, I don't look at Latinos as ass, so I don't know how hairy their asses are. I mean, well,
where's Mr. BDA when you need him?
Yeah, exactly. By the way, who anyways, we're gonna start talking about balls and ass here. What the fuck? We're gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. It's fucking gay. Let's talk about that Lauren Sommer. Did you see that girl that flashed her boobs during a baseball game?
Yeah, of course.
Who is she? Do you know about her? And
an Instagram model.
Yeah.
Yeah, a million. She's got 1 million followers on Instagram, including me.
You're right. You follow a lot of these girls on Instagram. Are her boobs real or fake?
Well, they've changed size in the last 2 years massively, so they're fake.
Fuck. Because I was looking at some old pictures. You're right. There's old pictures and then new pictures. And in the new pictures, her boobs look more solid,
full, round.
Yeah. Well,
fake.
that's a disappointment. Fuck. Why do they do this? Why do they do this? Anyways.
Take all fake titties.
Yeah, I don't like those. I don't like fake titties.
Wow, this is a family show.
You're right. Sorry.
Take all fake biddies.
What? That's how we thought. Instead of saying boobs. Wait, no. Boobs is a friendly.
It's pig Latin, Bucho.
It's what?
Pig Latin. Ixnay on the atom, Faye. Okay? Jeez.
I don't know what the hell you're saying, man.
Wow.
Uh, the Shepherd Sun says Bucho suspect about the ass about the ass exposure. I'm
You need to, if you don't
yeah.
send him a picture clearing your innocence, Bridget, you need to send official a picture of your ass.
Hold on. Are you saying I'm a suspect now?
You're a suspect in the case until
I'm like the top
official
one. Get the hell out of here.
until official clears your innocence by seeing your ass. And you know something, man? Not being willing to do it is the first sign of guilt.
No, of course. Of course.
And out of everybody, 24 hours later, you just happen to be the only one who didn't know about this.
Hmm.
That's very suspicious.
Hmm. So I was faking the whole thing. Like I don't know what you guys are talking about. I have a. I
And
was
there was a
sleeping when that
female
happened.
voice there, and you're the only person out of all of us with access to a real female. So,
Hmm. Hmm. Maybe it was me.
it probably was. Wouldn't surprise me.
What are people saying in the chat? Seamus Gary says, Butcher, read a book. I should try that someday. Travis the Chimp says, search Lauren Summer World Series. Buck says, Bay PC Pants. The Fight Scout says, he's not a suspect. He is suspect. Okay. Slimus Lofi says, Joseph Parker is a suspect. He has a hairy chest. All right.
Yeah, but he doesn't have hairy legs.
Good point. Doc says, I'm convinced it's Bucho. Nervous laugh now. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's pretty fucking gross. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen again. And on BDA Boxing, we've taken special measures, special security measures, to make sure that no asses are shown on this channel.
Well, all I would like to know is Bucho, how did you get that thing so stretched out, man?
Oh man, please stop, man. I'm eating here. People talking about hairy asses and shit. Come on, man.
Yeah, but you've been eating the entire time through it like it wasn't even phasing you.
Yeah,
So.
right. No, I stopped eating when I started talking about asses again. Doc says, Bucho, you should shave your ass. All right. God, stop it, man. It's fucking gross. I'm gonna look at Lauren Summer again too. Oh yeah. You know she has the perfect face.
We
Actually,
need to
not
we
really.
need to keep white women away from Bucho.
Is she white?
Any white
She looks
woman
a
who
bit.
doesn't have a butter face like Bucho's in.
He has. Is she fully white though? Her she has. No, you're right. She's fully white.
She's all right, Bucho.
Yeah.
She's not the perfect. She doesn't have the perfect face. She's like all right, man.
No. You think so?
I know
Her
so.
eyes. All right. What are we doing here? Analyzing.
Her
Oh,
eyes are on filters 24/7, fam.
so those are filled. No, but her eyes, the shape, they are like they kind of go up. I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean?
I
They
know
that.
something else that goes up.
All right. Let me post a picture. Save image. All right. Here we go. Maybe I can share this thing.
I like how you deflected away from you being suspected in the case of the ass vacuum.
Oh yeah, it was me. All right. That was my ass.
You're admitting it?
Is that what you want me to say?
You're admitting it?
Sure. That was me.
That's a crime.
I can't admit it. I can't admit it was.
It's actually a crime, you know.
You admit that you did it?
Huh?
What? Showing my ass or what?
To flash on a public live stream on something that isn't parental guidelines. Because children could be watching, so you could be flashing children.
Yeah. Well, guess what? It is what it is. I don't know where the show is going. Seriously. G Boogie says, I do believe in the judicial system, but in this case, the evidence outweighs it was King Bucho, the primary suspect. All right. I think your guys are borderline homosexuals and just want to see my ass. You want me to agree to Marx's plan of sending a picture of my ass and then putting it side by side with the perpetrator's ass. The
Well, I wouldn't be seeing it. It would only be official.
So official will be the judge.
Official will be the judge.
Official must be very really excited about this. He's gonna get like tons of ass pics, right?
I think he's already received 5.
You see yours.
I don't know. I know he got one from me. Allegedly duck, but I don't believe that.
Seamus Carey says one guy, one cup. Yep, that was good. Do you ever see that video? People are gonna think I'm deflecting, but do you ever see the two girls, one cup video?
2 girls, 1 cup?
Yeah.
I remember being a young guy who heard about that, and everybody was like, you need to watch it, it's so amazing. And I remember looking at it, and people were waiting to laugh and at me reacting, and I just looked at it, and I turned around to them, and I'm like, yo, it's pretty nice, man. Where did you guys find this? This is like
Are you
pretty hot.
serious, man? I couldn't finish
Of
the
course
video.
I'm not fucking serious. What the?
I don't know, man. I couldn't finish the video. I was like, I almost about to puke, and I'm not even that type of person that pukes. Like, and I almost puke.
Nah, it didn't make me puke or anything. I just wouldn't eat a Mars bar for like 2 months.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Doc says Bucho gave official PTSD with that hairy butthole. Yeah, probably. Crown Admirer says drop a link so I can prove my innocence. I think it was Crown Admirer, man. He's desperate to jump on the show. Now he wants to prove his innocence. I don't know how he would prove his innocence without showing us his ass. So you're not coming in here, man.
I'll prove my innocence. Hold on.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Anyways, what
Just
else?
put a disclaimer up.
Let's make it into a big event. The ass.
I'll show my ass on the stream. I'll show my ass on the stream if I get donated $100. What? All you need to do is blur it out at the end of it. It's more than you'll make off the video anyway.
One here says, let's do a film analysis on that asshole footage. Yeah, we're gonna slow motion it and shit. Nah. Jibugi says Kim Bucho has astronomical. Astronomical?
But
St. Brit says, I think it was Nes Mendoza. Jibugi says, when he see white women. Epiphany. Oh my god, I can't pronounce that word, man. Epiphanis, when he see.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Doc says Ness is into bestiality. All right, guys, come on. Let's. What do we?
So is Bucho.
Yeah. What was the guy with the horse? The guy that died by getting fucked by a horse. That was fucking crazy.
I've heard about this stuff. This is right. This came up on my live stream just the other day about this dude who tried to rape a horse and got raped in return, and then died. Pretty much, like literally, got the life fucked out of him. That's fantastic. And now you're talking about it too. What?
Everybody talks about it, man.
This is meant to be a family show, and you've managed to turn this into bestiality.
That's true. No, it's people in the chat who turned this into bestiality.
You know not to read it.
You're right. Should have known better. And then I ignore the chat now. Somebody says Travis the Chimp says it was De La Hoya. No, the one here says it was the Oscar De La Hoya. Was he wearing a fishnet when he showed his asshole on this live stream?
No, I know it wasn't Oscar because the hole wasn't that big.
Yeah. God. Fucking sirens and shit over here. All right. So what
by
else?
the way, I'm getting a new phone, man.
You're getting a new phone.
Yeah, I'm getting the Huawei P30 Pro, man.
Ooh, wow. So the Chinese are gonna start making cars. Are they making cars already or what?
I don't know, man. I'm just looking forward to the Chinese being able to spy on my life instead of the American government.
Well, that's what's gonna happen, right?
Shep called me a thought.
Or what?
A thought.
Oh, like a
That
hole?
hole over there.
Hole?
That hole over there.
Well, he's not wrong.
Hey. I don't get enough action to be a hoe.
Then Mr. Cox says, "Okay, guys, have a good evening. Take care." He's had enough of this fucking shit show. He's like, "Fuck this. Bye, guys." Doc says, "Migs, I got 100 euros for you. Wiggle that ass, boy."
I will if you donate me €100. I'll give you my PayPal right now. I'll go live on my own damn stream and do it.
Mm-hmm.
Got no problem wiggling my ass for. I sent a picture of it to official for nothing. I was on Chatterbait one time with 4 live viewers, all male.
Like, I wonder what official boxing scorecard's reaction was when he saw your ass.
Oh, do you want to hear it?
Yeah, it's like a puking sound.
No. He was enthralled.
He puts on his glasses, going,
No, he was enthralled by the redness on my ass.
"No, fuck." You got like that pale red, like no sun Irish ass.
Pretty much, yeah. Do you want to see? Hold on.
Stop, man! Don't do it.
Would I do that, Bucha? Would I send?
Yes, because you're a maniac, man. You're out of control.
I'm not out of control. And secondly, official and me share something that means that I'll share my ass to him, right?
You now have a special connection.
Yeah, we're white.
No, yeah. And he's seen your ass, so that's pretty intimate. All right, let's stop talking about asses. This is disgusting. What else? What else?
I'll actually say this right now. If somebody super chats $15, I'll send Bucha a picture of my ass.
Anything you send me, I will not look at. So
You won't be able to not see it because I can send it to you on everything. So eventually, when you look at anything, you'll see it. I'm in every group. I'm in all of them, Bucho.
You're right. Man, I just put it on your as a profile picture.
No, because that'll actually mess your stream up. If somebody donates $15, Bucho's getting an ass pic.
Yeah, guys. $15, man.
Yeah, that's what I've subjected Bucha to. $15.
Oh God. What are people saying here? I hope you don't get overwhelmed with the abundance of asinine pictures, says G Boogie.
He's making a lot of ass pictures.
I wonder if there's any women that listen to our show.
If so,
hot women, like fucking chicks, not like
no.
Like, are there any hot chicks that listen to the show?
There isn't even a good-looking male who listens to the show.
ugly fuckers. Yeah, old gremlin here. If you want to hear this, says Bucho has tried to stop talking about assholes. You guys, you guys want to keep talking about assholes, fucking weirdos, borderline.
I'm just saying, man. Like, I actually have the image ready to be shared directly to Bucho.
Yeah, thanks for that. I'm here trying to talk about girls and boobs and stuff. These guys want to take it all, turn it back to the hairy asshole.
I've got a pretty big ass, Bucho.
That's nice to know.
I don't know how this has happened. I'm not even drunk or stoned.
Lobito's Den Box. Lobito's. Is that your new that new channel of your name, Gonzalo? Lobito's Den Boxing. That's a pretty cool name, man. I sent a link to the regular chat group whatever you call it. So if you wanna join Gonzalo, just click the link.
Hello, my friend. Hello.
What are people saying here? The hand history vault says Bucho against the trannies. I mean, I'm not gonna say against because I don't want to piss anybody off. I'll just say I would rather talk about girls and boobs, and sexy asses, not male asses.
Hey.
Let's
Hey,
see what
ho.
else. One here says drinking game. Every time you hear ass, drink. Yeah, exactly, man. You're gonna get drunk as hell.
I'm starving.
Yeah, go eat. The Shepherd Son says the dude in official video. Yeah, somebody showed their asshole in. Yeah, you know what? Maybe official Boston Scorecard is gonna get a lot of views in that video now. Can he get copyrighted for that?
No, because he edited it.
Okay. Oh, he edited it, but hold on. But it was a live stream, right? So.
You can't get copyright for that. That's a community guidelines strike.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no copyright. You know what? Yeah, exactly.
Well, he edited it, so he edited it before YouTube could see it, so they'll only see the blur.
Oh, okay. I'm sure people are gonna go click on it, see the blur. Official boxing scorecard says, so surprisingly, I didn't. All right, so he didn't get anything, any warnings from YouTube. That's good.
I don't know whether the people who watch your show love you or hate you, Bujo. Do you know why?
Why?
Because no one was willing to donate you $15.
I know.
But at the same point, nobody wanted you to have to see my ass.
I think they love me then. They are sparing me from that. From seeing your ass. Stephen Lawler says that the Barney clan is becoming as popular as the LDBC. The Barney clan. What's the Barney clan?
I love drugs. Drugs love me. Crack cocaine and ecstasy with a sniff here and a sniff there. Now I'm in intensive care.
People think this is a serious show right now. This is anything goes, guys. So, yeah.
I like how you say it's anything goes and you censored me within 2 minutes.
Anything within reason. Reverse Lee says, send me a link. I thought I did on the. Oh, he's not in the.
He's not in the regulars now.
Yes, he is. No, he's not. No, he's not. All right. All right. Let me send you a link. The fuck is Reverse Lee? God damn it.
It was probably Reverse Lee, you know. No.
No.
Too much hair.
You said he wasn't.
Too much hair. You know, Reverse Lee sounds hairless. Anyway.
Yeah.
45. I have an appointment with the hospital tomorrow, so I'm going to get myself some sleep. Good night, guys.
All right, take care. All right. Well, I don't know. I sent a link to Reverse, but should we end this show, though? I don't know. PJB says, I leaked the female's ass. I did it in 1996, still in trauma. Well, I mean, depends what happened in that instance. I mean, have you ever smelled a stinky, like a smelly pussy, man? That will traumatize you.
It was probably Reverse Lee.
I'm gonna tell you. I hear echo, man. Let's see. The Fasca says Mike Montenegro's got good shot. Yeah. All right, we got Gonzalo and Reverse Lee on the show. What's up, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, what's up, man? Pretty good, man. Just, I don't know, talking about whatever over here.
Yeah, you guys know they added Dillian White to the Ruiz Joshua undercard?
Whoa, no. Who's he fighting?
I don't know.
So is that good or bad just because he's fighting?
Neither. That's all right. He's a good fighter. He's good, but
yeah, but
with this whole controversy about him testing positive and not getting the B sample back. That's kind of crazy. I wonder what Eddie Hearn's going to say about that.
Nothing. He'll avoid it as much as physically possible.
I don't really care. Yeah, because he's
Neither
not.
do I.
No. Now we're making it as seem to be. I see White is just great boxer or whatever. I mean, he's an okay boxer. He's just got there's a lot of controversies surrounding him because he's been the number one contender for a long time. That's it, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't care. All right, reverse. I think you're
He's
breaking up.
actually. Hello.
He's irrelevant. Yeah, I can hear you
said
now.
he's actually pretty relevant, pretty irrelevant.
Yeah, irrelevant. Yeah. No, I don't care about Dylan White. I mean, I do want to see Dylan White fight Wilder or the
Do
winner
you
of
really want to
Joshua.
see that? Do
I
you
mean,
really want to
if
see
it,
that?
I mean, I'm not super excited about it, but I'm like, it would be the, it would be,
It would be the
it's
closest to a good thing in the division that you could get.
exactly that's it. You explained it way better than me. Yeah, exactly, that's it. Because what else is gonna happen in that division? Nothing.
Nothing.
Let's see what we're saying in the chat. Official boxing scorecard says. A question for Gonzalo. If Mexicans have so much testosterone, then how do you explain Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya? That's a good point.
I don't know. I didn't make it up. I just saw it on the internet. I just thought I asked Dr. 805.
That's how we're calling this guy now, Dr. 805. I like that. All right.
Yeah, you can go look it up yourself, man. You don't have to ask me.
Who said Mexicans had a lot of testosterone?
Gonzalo said he read it somewhere. So
What's the name of the website?
It's go on Google. Go on Google.
All right, let's look it up.
Well, Google also says that men can have babies.
Really? Mexicans testosterone levels. Imagine it's true.
I don't know. I just
Look at
figured
this.
something to talk about against the.
Mexican Americans had the highest testosterone versus non-Hispanic black, and lowest versus non-Hispanic white versus non-Hispanic black. Okay, what the fuck is this?
That's because you need all that testosterone to cross over the border.
Can we go wrong for it? Officially saying, haha, I was kidding, Gonzalo. Yeah, they're just
No, yeah, but that's where I saw it, so that's why I asked the doctor.
Yeah, sure. Doc says Bucha supports the WBC decision on clenbuterol. What the hell was our decision on clenbuterol? PJB says Mexican second country in the world of 216 countries with biggest penis 8 inches. Ghana number 1, average 9 inches. Korea smallest 2.5 inches. Okay.
He said Mexico is number 2.
Mexican second country in the world, yes, out of 216 countries.
I think that I feel like there'd be more African countries.
Yeah, I think it was. Somebody posted this once on Facebook, and I think it was like, yeah, one of those African countries, like where they're like super black.
Yeah, but actually, the biggest penis in the world, I believe, I think it's a Mexican guy, but he stretched it out with weights or something.
Oh no, it was Brazil. It was he hit the Guinness World. Book
No,
of-
but I saw a video where a guy, like, you can find it on YouTube. I mean, he has like it wrapped up in bandages and stuff.
Yeah, he's from Brazil. Yeah, oh man, that's so fucking weird. That's fucking that's a mental illness. PJ
I mean, it's not. He didn't choose it.
No, but yeah, maybe. PJB says women tits huge in Mexico in top 5. He's just fucking lying there. That's a lie. Hey, well, let's look that up. Which country has the women with the biggest boobs?
Brazil.
Biggest boobs per country, something like that. Let's see what we find. Hands down, the women in Russia and parts of Scandinavia have the largest breast sizes. Oh my fucking god.
I believe it
Yeah.
because they actually have a fertility rate over there.
That's tied into that though. Let's see. Ever wonder? I don't know if this is scientific. Okay, so the United States is in the zone where women have big breasts. Russia is as well. Canada, they're slightly smaller. All right, makes kind of sense. All right. Anyways,
I
what are we
would.
talking about? You guys
Oh
asking a
yeah.
cook? What?
Did you see Kovalev take that dive?
No, man, we talked about it. I don't think it was a dive.
Oh, it was a clear dive.
Wasn't. Or like the wait. I don't know. What about the knockout? What do you think about the knockout?
That was you see the punch that hit Kovalev?
Yeah.
It was like
It
a
was
punch. He
it
took
was
like a
three punches.
he took like this partially blocked punch. Then he shook his legs like he was at a dance party.
Yeah, but that's
And
how
then
he
he
hit
did
him.
a clean shot. No.
the hell,
He
man.
hit
Yeah, go ahead.
he hit him with the overhand right, like um, I don't know, about a half a second before that left hook. That was kind of like a Charlie horse. Basically, hit him with the joints of the finger. Okay, but the first punch was a right hook to the top of the head. Okay, and then that made him buckle. It didn't make him stagger. It didn't made him buckle. But then he started retreating towards the ropes, and Canelo caught onto that, and he hit him with the left hook. Okay, to like the jawline. That was like the one that actually made him stagger. Then the last one, when he was staggered on shaky legs, he just pinpointed the jaw. Pretty easy to knock somebody out when they're on wobbly legs because their feet are not planted on the canvas. Because look, everybody keeps mentioning, oh, how Canelo is like a cheater, and because he's taken drugs before, how he imposed a weight class. Okay, everything said true. I don't know why people have to like always feel that they have to justify that he's all that just to say that it was a legitimate KO. I mean, yeah, everybody knows what he brings to the table, the ASI advantages, and we know his track record before. But that has nothing to do with the fact that the guy got caught with three punches, and if he was drained, he's drained. Why keep bringing it up? Everybody knows that, But the fact that he got knocked out is another thing.
Yeah,
And
also
and the,
different things.
yeah. And look, the whole pity patting thing. This is the reason why he was pity patting. If you notice the fight, Kovalev was spreading his legs like really, really wide. He was keeping the stance really wide because he wanted to keep Canelo on the outside of his lead foot. He didn't want Canelo coming in front of his lead foot, or he wanted Canelo to throw from far away. So he kept a real like open stance with his legs, and when he did that, he was pretty much he wasn't able to shift weight into his punches. He couldn't really put any weight behind his shots because his legs were spread really wide, and he couldn't step into his punches because, like I said, his stance was already wide. How the hell are you gonna keep stepping forward if your stance is already as far as it can get? And he did that because he tried to keep Canelo on the outside of his lead
That
foot,
was
like
Buddy
I said.
McGirt. Buddy McGirt fucked that up too, man. And Kovalev, I think he really wanted to follow Buddy McGirt's advice, but
Well,
yeah.
yeah, he fucked it up because he was never a power puncher himself. He did a lot of that type of boxing himself, and he thought that would be enough to keep Canelo away because they always knew that the liver was vulnerable, and that was just a bad game plan. He should have gone for it and kept his feet a little bit closer so he could move around and step into his jab hard. But they didn't do that. They wanted to keep their feet real wide to keep Canelo on the outside of the elite foot, and by doing that, he couldn't really step into his punches or shift the weight into his punches. That's what happened. That's what happened with that. And the evidence is that when Canelo did come inside of his lead foot, he found his way around that front foot. He would bump him with the shoulder. Remember, he got warned like one time after doing it like three times.
Mm-hmm.
That's what their game plan was. Okay, we're gonna we're gonna keep him outside our elite foot, and we're gonna tap him. We're gonna tap him, and it was actually working up until like the 8th round. Okay, because I actually had him up on the scorecards by a round or two. But it was a close fight.
Nonsense. Yeah. Officials says nonsense. Gonzalo, he was keeping his opponent at a distance with his footwork before. Why would he keep Canelo at a distance with his stance?
Okay, if you go watch that fight, Kovalev would come when Canelo would come inside, he would bump him with the shoulder to push him out, and just look at the legs, man. They were really spread apart, and I'm not saying that always, like throughout the course of 8 rounds, because this is able-bodied guy that is gonna fight back. But a lot of times he couldn't step in hard to his jab because, like I said, he kept a real wide stance.
Yeah. Reverse, are you there? Mm-hmm. Can you hear us, Reverse? He dropped. I don't know. He can't hear us or some shit. All right. Well, listen, I don't want to keep talking about the Kovalev fight. What I want to do is take a look at Kovalev Yard, Kovalev, Alvarez 1 and 2. And look at how he was fighting in those fights. The type of mistakes he was making. Wait, hold on. Reverse, are you there?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. So anyways, that's pretty much it. Fight Film says, can't listen to this nonsense. Well, all right.
It's just an opinion. It's just an opinion.
Man. It's his opinion. That's all. And I also don't think it was... I mean, we're going to take a look at... Listen, let's take a look at Kovalev Yard, Kovalev, Alvarez 1 and 2. Slow motion, that shit. Start, dissecting everything. Let's see where that takes
us. It's just as easy as this, man. Look, everybody knows Kovalev is old. They know everybody that Kovalev is old. And we know the game plan that Buddy McGirt tried to implement. So that's basically when people say he took a dive or he cheated, I would wonder. I just kind of wish somebody would explain that, what they mean by that. What does that literally mean when they say that?
He did the best he could to make Canelo look good, and then he allowed himself to take a defeat.
Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch, in my opinion.
Because he was preparing for it all day. He actually posted a video of him getting knocked out on social media.
All right, we don't know if he posted it though. Do you know these people?
It was on his account.
Yeah, but do you think he manages his account? Like, do you think all boxers manage his account? No, they don't. They have social media managers who do that shit. I've done that shit. Like, just tweet whatever, man. No.
Yeah, I don't know why precise. Everybody, man, just because I have a point, they keep saying,
yeah, I know.
People are
emotional.
Man,
like,
I don't.
Crazy,
it's
man.
like I really don't fucking.
This is the boxing arena.
Yeah, I know.
Can handle it, and they're like, nah, fuck off. Like, all right, man. Like, what are you? Like, what are we gonna do? Circle jerk, like the fucking LDBC? Like, oh, we're doing the same shit. No, not happening. But anyways, I don't think it was. Anyways, I already said what I had to say. I want to look at Kovalev Yard again, all of it, not just clips of it. Look at Alvarez 1 and 2, and see how Kovalev was fighting that.
Yeah, but not everybody's gonna fight the same.
Well, exactly. That's what's the thing. Why didn't he fight the same way? Well, wasn't it a different opponent though? Was he dehydrated? Was Kovalev dehydrated in those fights? Did his trainer tell him to fight differently for this fight? Why would he fight differently?
Yeah.
There's so many variables that some people just want one single answer. Why didn't he throw this jab like that? Why? Tell me why? It's like, well, fuck, man. Like, come on.
If Yard has like a really, really hard right hand, but he throws it from a certain direction, and Kovalev being the seasoned fighter that he is, and he thinks that this is like the only punch or like two that he needs to be wary of, he's gonna fight a certain style. And if he's getting to him in a certain way, to where he's got to protect himself from that right hand, but he's landing his shots. He's gonna fight in a different style that he did against Eleider Alvarez. He's gonna fight in a different style that he did against Canelo Alvarez. Okay, so every style is different when you're facing a fighter. That you're gonna adjust your style in order to be effective against that style.
Yeah, exactly.
But how drastic should your style changes be?
Well, depends.
It depends what you got in front of you.
I mean,
When
you want to compare Yard against Canelo? Like, oh, but then he's bigger. I mean, it's gonna go on and on. Every time you try to compare like Canelo and Yard, well, Yard has less skills, but he's bigger. Like, he's more dangerous. It's like, well, just because you're bigger doesn't mean you're more dangerous. So. Especially when you're like Yard tired after round 2. I mean, come on. Anyways, I don't know. I really want to take a look at Kovalev's fights before the Canelo fight.
Yeah.
And really look at how Kovalev was fighting, because some people are like, he never fought like this ever. Like, okay,
because he didn't.
Well, we'll see. Some of the things,
Yeah.
he was doing some of the things he was doing before. Maybe not as much, but also who was he fighting before, right? So there's a lot of variables that come into play. It's not a like. Go ahead, Gonzalo. You want to say something?
Oh no. Well, look, I don't sit around here like day after day thinking about Canelo Kovalev. Now it's like, man, when we were talking about it, then what happened after that? It got really like mentally draining, man. To where I let it go, man.
Yeah,
like, whatever.
Thank you, man. There's some people are still talking about it, and it sounds like fuck. And then people, I don't know, they get really offended, and people go like, "Oh, you're a Canelita fan," and like they're turning into like the LDBC. Some of these people, let's be honest, it's pretty pathetic. Now you can have a different opinion, and you cannot get attacked if you do.
Yeah, I was rationalizing because I told myself, is this gonna make to where I don't enjoy boxing because I'm following the guy that we did a show on every day because he's supposed to be the most popular fighter, but then that just turned really controversial to whether he's still a popular fighter, but if you mention him or if you root for him or if you have something good to say about him, you're seen as a negative contributor. And if you said you were thought that he was going to win, like I picked him to win, and I changed my mind because BDA said we can change our mind up to the last minute before the fight. I changed it to around 9 KO, but leading up to before that prediction, I said that he would win, that Kovalev would win a decision. So basically, he was leading, but then I picked Kovalev in the end because I picked Canelo in the end. So that happened. All right. Canelo won in the 9th round to where I was close. So, I mean, what else could I do? I mean, I'm not going to. A lot of the things that I said were going to happen happened. He blocked a lot of shots, and not everything that I said did happen. But, I mean, this is just boxing talk, man. I don't know why people like, oh, you said that this was going to happen.
Yeah, people acting like kids. Like this Maxi Pad is like only the Mexicans are going. Then we go against Canelo sometimes, or against another Mexican boxer, and oh, you are Mexican haters with the blood. So it's like we can't please everyone, and we won't try to please everyone. It's just pointless. You know what I mean? Like some people need to grow up. Let's be honest. Official says, how about we change back the subject to assholes? Nah. For people who don't know, somebody showed their asshole on official scorecard boxing channel. Pretty traumatizing.
Yeah. Is that video still up?
Yeah, but it's blurred up. Right? He edited the video. And then Mark says that he wasn't the culprit, so he sent a picture of his ass to official. So anyways.
So what was he supposed to like tell them apart?
Maxi Pat says, why does Butcher sound sad? Canelo gets no credit. I don't know, but it sounds like you sound pretty pissed off that Canelo won. And I understand Canelo is, he's the A side who he's playing that game, right? Where there's probably rehydration clauses on the contracts that he sends. He probably has the refs on his side, the judges. But I just disagree that Kovalev would get paid to throw a fight. It's just I didn't see anything that would lead me to believe that.
Why wouldn't he do it?
Because I don't even think how would you even approach Kovalev and tell him, oh yeah, just what?
No, this is what you do. You say, hey, we know you have these expenses at hand. Okay, we're offering you a fight. We know you can more than likely beat us, but no matter what you do, we're not going to let that happen. Okay, so what you do is you play nice. You come to the weigh-ins. You come to the press conferences. You help us promote the fight a lot. You make the fight relatively entertaining. You
Yeah,
go
that
down in
was
the later rounds.
entertaining.
We give you a big payday.
That fight was boring as hell.
I know,
Yeah,
because that's how hard it was to make Canelo look good. He had to basically look like shit.
I would tell Kovalev try to make it a bit exciting though, and then fake a knockout. Don't wait 11 rounds of boring shit to then fake a knockout. I don't know. Listen, we're gonna move on. I'm tired of this fucking subject. Tired of this fucking subject. What else is happening? Big Boys Boxing says it's not about pleasing people. Give your opinion, and if people don't like it, they can fuck off. That's a good point. This is getting ridiculous. You're like, no, you're a Canelo fanboy. But when we criticize Canelo, we don't get any credit, right?
No, it falls on deaf ears when you're making a point about the other guy and talking about the other guy, but then there's a Mexican involved. Just like it falls on deaf ears because my voice sounds Mexican. I'm supposed to be crying when I said Canelo. I think it was real. Oh, your voice is cracking. You sound Mexican.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. How many times have we criticized Canelo and other Mexican boxers? It's ridiculous. Like Maxi Paz says, Bucho sounds sad. He's from over Canelo. Okay, this guy.
This is fucking crazy, man.
Look at this. All right. Well, anyways, what else can we talk about? St. Brit says the WBC upping the clenbuterol levels to make it legal because Mexicans are pong dirty was Mexican corruption at its
Did you see the Norway fight?
Yeah, Inoue. Well, it's a good fight, man.
That was a great fight.
Yeah. You gotta give credit to Donaire, man. This guy, he's a warrior. I don't know how he made 118 again, fuck though.
Yeah.
Who looked bigger in that fight?
Donaire.
Donaire.
Yeah. Too bad he's just older. Less he isn't as fast.
Yeah. His conditioning held up too.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah. But now, what did you guys think about people saying that? Donaire, a young Donaire would have destroyed Inoue.
No, not
People are
necessarily.
gonna say that.
The odds of that happening is like, yeah, you would think a younger version of Donaire would have destroyed Inoue, but this Donaire had a really good night. Okay.
That's the best I've seen Donaire in a while.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. And you got to also think that.
Yeah.
Well, he's never undefeated in 118. And if Donaire would have beat Inoue like 5 years ago, there's nothing wrong with that because Donaire is a Hall of Fame fighter. He's a great fighter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's not a given either. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Wasn't Donaire like the 2-3 belt champion of bantamweight?
A unified champion? Yeah.
So yeah, it's very possible that could be true. But what's really the point of saying that?
I know, that's what I'm saying. They're trying to say that Inoue is maybe not this monster that's supposed to be like all-time great from this generation if we compare him to a fighter from last generation.
Even though he's clearly beaten all of his opponents.
Yeah, it's basically just people finding little angles to discredit the guy's legacy. Because he's already got a little bit of a legacy going.
Then why don't they propose additional opponents for him to fight? Because he just went through the entire divisions tournament. And now he has the IBF, WBA, and the Ring Magazine belt, along with the Muhammad Ali trophy. So who would those people have him face? Because he was supposed to fight Solani Tete, but he dropped out of the tournament. And a lot of people said he was the guy to beat Inoue, but he dropped out.
Yeah. I heard the Muhammad Ali trophy is made out of cardboard. but it just got spray painted with gold paint.
It's probably made out of like a metal or something. It's definitely not gold.
It looks like it's made out of bronze, actually, huh?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like the first trophy was made out of like not gold, but it had like a gold. How do you call it?
Plating.
Yeah, exactly. Now this one looks like it's made out of plastic or something.
They might be cutting costs.
I wonder if they're gonna bring it back again, guys. The tournament next year.
Which weight?
Welterweights, but
No,
probably
that's
not
not
all.
gonna happen.
No, that's not gonna happen.
That's a PBC weight class. You're not gonna get a tournament.
I hope it's not cruiserweight again.
The 130-pounders. They keep bringing the flies and the cruiserweights again. I wonder why.
Because those are the only divisions that don't have a bunch of Americans in them, so it's easier to actually set up tournaments.
That's right.
Since it's on the zone, could they like maybe get Canelo and do a like heavyweight tournament?
No.
No.
You think Canelo can beat Beterbiev?
No. I don't think so. Absolutely not. Oh, he dropped off. I don't think Canelo can stay at 175. What I'm saying, I don't know if he's crazy enough to stay there. Maybe he wants a trophy. I don't know.
Nah, he wouldn't join no tournament. The guys that make a lot of money usually don't join the tournaments. Like a lot of people saying that Jose Carlos Ramirez didn't want to join the lightweight tournament because he was ducking those other guys. But in reality, he made a lot of money fighting Maurice Hooker separately, to where he was nowhere near going to get paid the same amount he did for what he received in that fight. Yeah, these guys it wasn't even a guarantee that they were going to get paid. That's why Prograis wanted to pull out.
Yeah, you're back, man. Yeah, that's a good point. The money wasn't there, right? So I don't understand if they're going to continue with. Well, you said they're going to continue with the tournaments, right?
I don't know. I hope so.
There was no guarantee they were going to get paid.
Yeah, the Superfly tournaments were always good, interesting. And the cruiserweight tournaments were good as well. Yeah. So do they get to finish the cruiserweight tournament by the end of this year?
I don't know. When is that? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen anything on Peterbiev against. Sorry, Peterbiev. What's his name? Dorticus and Bradis. I don't know if they've announced anything on that. Anyways. Yeah, you're back, man. Doc says Jose Ramirez is docked. Ramirez docked. What do you mean he's being docked? He's not being docked. Is he?
That's the WBC 140 champion, right?
I think Gonzalo dropped off. What else? Official scorecard says, doesn't Brady's have to rematch Glowacki before fighting the Orticus? What? I didn't know that. If that's true, then that sucks. Then they can't complete the tournament.
Why is Daniel Jacobs fighting Chavez Jr.?
Well, what do you think?
I think it's mostly for just the money.
Yeah, of course. Me too. I was asking myself that question. I was like, what is this? Like,
but that's one hell of a cherry pick just to make $1.
You remember Carl Froch wanted to come out of retirement just to fight Chavez Jr.? Or I think before he retired, he was like, I want one more fight, and I want to fight Chavez Jr. in the United States because I've never fought there. Blah blah blah.
Because he thinks that's a huge payday, and everybody knows Chavez Jr. is a bum.
Exactly. And it's a payday. So same with Jacob. Jacob's like, I'll take this fight. Man, it's happening this year. They're not even waiting for next year. It's happening on December.
Why would you go ahead and get that money so you can finance your kids' Christmas presents?
Yeah, exactly. Makes sense. The perfect plan.
Because it's an easy fight.
It is.
And how wasn't Sergio Martinez like 38 when he beat up Chavez Jr.?
Yeah, almost 40. Yeah.
And he made Sergio look like a god.
Yeah.
This aged old man, he made him look like he was like prime Ray Robinson.
Yeah. He did. By the way, Saint Brit says, Bucho, you never read the comments properly. Are you Mexican Floyd Mayweather? Oh, what the fuck? Wait. Damn, are you Mexican Floyd Mayweather and struggle with reading? Yeah. What am I
I
gonna
like
read
that
here?
comment.
I'm not gonna read peasant comments. I don't even know what they don't deserve. What else? Toniano James says Canelo basically the same odds to beat Chavez Jr. as Kovalev. Lol. What are the odds for this fight? I don't even know. No, Chavez. This fight is at 168 though, so it's
The middleweight division is falling apart.
yeah. All these fights that people wanted never really.
Can Chavez Jr. even make 168?
I saw a video and he is in pretty good shape. Now, I think he's on PEDs because
Oh, of course he is.
Vara was
Has he,
going to test him, and he
has
ran.
he ever not been on PEDs?
Yeah, you're right. But actually, I do think he trained this time around. But he, with the help of PEDs, he managed to make staying that around that weight. Apparently, Vara was going to test him, and he refused testing, and so that's why he was kicked out of the or suspended from the Nevada State Athletic Commission.
They'll still give him a WBC belt.
Probably. Well, that fight's gonna take place in Arizona, I believe. So they said, sure, we'll allow you to fight in Arizona, but you gotta be tested after you sign the fight or something like that. And
That's not gonna happen. And even if it does, it won't really happen. It'll be one of those shadow drug tests.
yeah, I don't trust. Yeah, and I don't trust. Well, Arizona State Athletic Commission is probably like the Texas State Athletic Commission, where Chavez used to fight all the time. Remember?
I don't remember that. I can't remember half of Chavez Jr.'s career because all he fought was bums.
Yeah. Remember those two fights he had against that guy? What's his name? That Latino guy. Chavez Jr. He fought him twice. I forgot his name. Anyways, twice nobody remembers. That's why I can't even remember that guy's name.
Didn't his brother fight Canelo's brother and win?
Yeah, he fought Inocente Alvarez. Yeah, Brian Vera. Yeah, that's right. Rick Roca. Yeah, he fought Canelo's brother. One of his brothers. I think it was the same brother that fought Brandon Rios. Yeah, that was a big victory for Chavez Jr. I think that happened the day before the Canelo fight. I don't know. I'm not sure which Canelo. I think it was a day before Canelo Golovkin. They made a big deal out of this fight.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, I think Chavez's brother fought Canelo's brother.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Like weeks before they'd even announced the Chavez Canelo fight.
Yes. Yes, I think that's what happened. I just remember that Chavez Sr. was in the ring celebrating and going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They showed it on the news, Spanish news.
The previews for that fight were ridiculous. You remember the 24/7?
Yeah, that was still HBO. Yes, they made a big deal.
They were
out of
like,
it. You always
they
get
were
a
like,
fight. Yeah.
yeah, Canelo's always been jealous of Chavez Jr. because Chavez Sr. was his father.
Did they really say that? I don't remember them saying that.
They did.
Wow, that's fucking like yeah. You were really trying to sell that fight. I remember they were saying like, "Oh, you never get a bad fight when two Mexicans get in the ring." That was one of the worst fights I've ever seen in my life.
Because it had Chavez Jr. in it. And it had a guy who doesn't care about the fans and will gladly underperform if he can.
That's the thing about Canelo. People don't get in the chat. It's like, why didn't he knock out Cotto? Canelo is like that, man. If he doesn't have to go for a knockout, he won't do it.
Yeah, he's lazy.
He's lazy, man. Also, I think he has stamina issues still. He tries to play.
It's because he's got too much weight on him.
Look at his body, man. Let's see what we're saying. Maxi Pat says, I thought Mexican boxers fought at featherweight. Guess Canelo gets his size from his Irish DNA. Yeah, probably. Punisher says Canelo Chavez another fake. Yeah, another fake fight. They paid Chavez not to throw punches in that fight. Break MK2 says good enough not to. I don't know what he's talking about. But yeah. Why the hell did we? Oh yeah, Chavez Jr. Jacobs. Well, I don't know what Chavez Jr. is going to do in that fight. And if he loses that fight, he really needs to retire.
He's gonna lose.
But yeah, if he loses,
that's a fixed fight.
Hey, well, what if? Yeah, you're right. Saying, what if the only way that Chavez can win if Jacobs like twists his ankle or something, some freak accident happens.
Even then they'll just call it a no contest.
Bro.
This is a fight set up for Daniel Jacobs' benefit.
You're right. This is a matchroom fight. Chavez Jr. Is he like who is he with? Which promotional company or who's his manager?
I think wasn't he with Golden Boy?
No, I think they just got together for that one fight. No, that Canelo Chavez Jr. fight, which De La Hoya promoted. But I don't think. I don't know if anybody in the chat knows. Please let me know. Brit MK2 says this dude only reads out shit he don't understand. Lol. Doc says he tried to KO Golovkin in the second fight and his trainer told him he couldn't. Lol. Pretty sad. Could you stop using lol? This is fucking gay, guys. Come on. Lol. Brandon White says
that's how thoughts end every text message.
Lol. Brandon White says, I hope Jacobs gets upset by Chavez Jr. I don't know. I want to see Jacobs maybe fight a guy like Callum Smith. That'd be a good fight. Hey, Reversely, what do you think about Jacobs' style in the super middleweight division?
His what?
His boxing style. How is it gonna fare against bigger guys?
I don't even really know what his style is.
Yeah, the slaps, man. The swarming.
Yeah, he slaps and then he gets into what's the shoulder roll against the ropes?
Yeah, sometimes he does it, yeah. But he likes to ambush you. He's back on the back foot and all of a sudden an ambush. Slaps.
It'd be like 20 pitters. It'd be like 20 patty cake slaps.
Yeah.
And then he'll run away.
Yeah, I don't think they're I do think they kind of hurt a bit. Those slaps against
he's big. He's big. They do some damage.
Yeah, it's something you expect, but it's not.
But those aren't real punches.
They're not real punches. You shouldn't count slaps.
I remember when he did that against Triple G, and people actually said he won.
Fight Film in the chat says Gonzalo Kovalev was scared to open up. Reality, Kovalev threw more than twice as much as Canelo. Pure fanboy nonsense. Yeah, Fight Film. Come on, man. Why don't you chill out? Still into this. Talking about this fight. There, hold on. All right. And Gonzalo isn't even here. Read MK2 says, give me a lull over talking about men's asses any day. I don't know, these people, they love this show, but they hate it at the same time because they're here. Maxi Pat says, Gonzalo said Canelo would bob and weave and go to the body. Ha ha ha. Canelo did was stand flat-footed with a high guard. I said you were gonna you can't. That's the thing, man. I always said Canelo just needs to stand in the middle of the ring. Oh, how's he gonna win the fight? I don't think he won the fight. I don't think there was any way he could But I also said if he stood in the middle of the ring, there was no way that Kovalev was going to hit the guy. It was going to be very difficult. Doc says Bucci is a hater of the word lol. I am a hater of the word lol. I'm going to actually ban it.
Wait, you said you said you didn't see a way Canelo could win the fight.
Not really.
So it's almost as if like he could only win if Kovalev let him win.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Well, that doesn't mean that he was paid for, like, he wasn't paid. Sorry, that doesn't mean that Kovalev got paid to drop the fight. I just think he was completely like weak as hell, man. Wrong game plan, gets tired, gets caught, gets put to sleep. Again, listen, I'm gonna show footage of Kovalev's decline because people think that Kovalev is a monster. He's always been a monster. He never fought like this. There were complete like signs that this guy is in complete decline. And not only that, he was look at the opposition he was facing before, and it's showing signs of struggling. Like Alvarez, Yard, 16-0 Yard, who got out after 2 rounds. All of a sudden, Kovalev's extensive IQ, like he showed up against Yard. Come on.
He did knock out Yard with a jab, though.
Yeah. Did you see how tired Yard was? That was round 2. Of course, he's gonna fall down. But anyways, the Punisher says Canelo was just waiting for Kovalev's Oscar performance.
If you ever find the footage that proves that fight was real, I really want you to show it to me.
What?
I whenever you find like the footage that Kovalev fought like that, I really do want to see it.
Yeah, I'll show you signs of how he was in decline. Maxi Patch, you can't accept. Yeah, these guys. This isn't the LDBC, man. People are gonna disagree on this channel. Sin says they do everything for Canelo, even the threshold for clenbuterol. Do you think they can't fix a fight? Well, they can do anything then. Then they might even get Beterbiev to take a dive as well, right? All right, what else? Yeah, the Quack says, dude, we already talked about this fight. Yeah, we did. Some people are still pissed off. Just can't take it. What? Yeah, you're breaking up. All right, I can't hear you, man. What else? Buddy Aces says Reverse Lee could go watch Kovalev fights for the footage. Are you still talking about this fight? People can't let this go. Yeah, and some people are taking this way too personal. Like, come on, chill out, man. Oh, we got Reverse back. Reverse, what's up? Yeah, I think your connection is a bit fucked.
Yeah, my connection keeps going. You might want to go ahead and end it now.
All right, I'm gonna end it, man. And everyone in the chat, thank you for joining us, and everybody who joined the panel. We'll see you next time, probably tomorrow. All right, guys.
All right, bye.
Take care.